Baseball, Sports Center, and more. Take action now. Call 844-KEEP-MY-ESPN. That's 844-KEEP-MY-ESPN. Or visit keepmyespn.com.
Step into the batter's box for BetMGM's Swing for the Fences free-to-play game. Pick an area of the strike zone and take your best swing. If you get a single, double, triple, or home run, you'll receive a prize. Smash a home run to collect a bonus bet on us. BetMGM and GameSense for money to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-911-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary depending on market. Expire 24 hours from issuance. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Are you ready to unleash the beast? Monster Energy is here to give you the edge this college tailgate season. Loaded with bold flavors, our powerful blend gives you the energy you need to push you beyond your limits. Tune in all season long with Monster, the energy drink of ESPN Radio College Football Tour. Power your performance with a drink that's as hungry for victory as you are. Crack open an ice-cold Monster and dominate the competition. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Grab yours today.
The push towards the playoffs is on for the black and gold as Olivier Giroux and the squad visit Houston.
Here we go. Touchdown it in! It's Olivier!
It's the second of back-to-back matches with the Dynamo as LAFC are looking for some payback after last week's loss.
Kamara, get in! Ty Kamara has headed it home!
Los Angeles Football Club, Houston Dynamo. Pre-game gets going Saturday at 5 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Cut up. Would you just let me finish?
Here we go. The night is here. NFL kickoff night. Chiefs, Ravens tonight. By the way, we got football tomorrow, too. Opening weekend Rams on Sunday. It's finally here, kids. And we'll get you ready right here on the biggest show on the radio. Don't forget, we also got USC. It's a Trojans Ticket Thursday. Your chance to win tickets to Saturday night's game, which you'll hear here on 710 ESPN. Then Sunday night, you'll hear Rams-Lions. Sunday Night Football Week 1, of course, right here on 710, the destination for LA sports. And one final reminder, this show, starting Monday when the new fall lineup of 710 kicks off, noon to 3, Mason and Ireland. Oh, Johnny I's back today from the Idaho compound as we get ready for the ESPN LA Golf Classic tomorrow. Can I work any more plugs into this open? I think not. Let me just give you one more, celebrating their 20th year at ESPN LA. Oh. The biggest show on the radio, the Hall of Famers. Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What a day, huh? Football season is here.
Can't
Pepe
wait.
is here. At some point today, Michael Thompson will stop
He's here.
in.
Get him in here.
Let's go.
Nobody loves Lamar Jackson like Michael.
Exactly.
Go in without his music. I was saying, go in, Michael. Go in.
Go in,
I need
Michael.
my music.
He wants his
needs
intro
the
music. He's a wrestling
Needs
fan.
the music.
Pepe went in. No problem. Just
No
sat there.
problem.
He owns the place.
But Michael likes to come in with an entrance. He likes to put on a show.
Yes, absolutely.
But I was trying, Michael, to describe earlier where you are with Lamar Jackson, who's your favorite player in the NFL. Are you down on him still? Or are you okay? Are you back to rooting for him?
I am done with that bum.
What?
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
No, I know you love watching him. You watch every game he plays.
I love him, and I'll watch today with a passion. But let's put it this way. I've just given up hope on him. I've given up believing.
6 years is enough?
Yeah,
You've seen enough?
After last year, they held Mahomes to 7 points in the second half in that game and still couldn't win at home. I'm done.
Okay.
Now, I still love him. I'm going to watch him. I want him to win. But
Don't you
he's got
think Derrick Henry will give him some weapons that he hasn't had?
He has weapons all year long. They were, what were they, 15-2, 17? Yeah, they were 15-2 last year or something like that. 14-3. Home court advantage, home field advantage. Held Patrick Mahomes down the second half and still couldn't win. I'm done.
So here's a quote from him today. How I'm feeling right now, he tells the Washington Post, I wish I was feeling like this body-wise in the AFC Championship game. We would have won that game. I would have been able to move around for my guys. With me just hurting and can't move, I know if my legs were good, we would have won that blank. We wouldn't have even had to throw the ball. Throwing the ball. Does that make any difference? He was dinged up and wasn't able to run last year.
Yeah, but I mean, you still got to find a way.
Still a bum?
Patrick Mahomes was dinged up last year. He found a way. Remember when he was limping and he still came up he found a way to win.
Yeah.
You got to find a way to win when you're at home, right, Pepe?
No, I don't.
No.
I don't agree with you because I don't quite understand you. Either you're with the guy or you're not with the guy.
But can't you lose faith in him?
No, I mean, if you like him, you like him.
I do like him. He's my
that's
favorite.
it.
But Pepe,
And
if like Michael's with Lamar Jackson, kind of the way I am with the Raiders. The Raiders are insulting their fan base by starting a season without a quarterback. They didn't even go out and attempt to get a quarterback. So I'm a Raider fan, but I'm mad at him. I think Michael's a Lamar Jackson fan, but he's mad at him.
Yeah.
Because he keeps getting in, he puts himself in these situations. And you know, we've seen so many great players close. By the way, Michael,
you just made the list.
I asked the question.
I like that.
If he stopped playing right now, is he in the Hall of Fame? 2 MVPs?
2 MVPs, probably.
6 years, 2 MVPs. He set all kind of
Only 6 years, 2 MVPs.
So was Gail Sayers, only 4 years. But yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame because he set all kind of NFL records.
Right.
All kinds.
And there really is
John Allen, you should have been a lawyer.
Why?
He's your lawyer. He is always
course I am,
defending
Pepe.
you.
Yes.
He's my advocate. He's my Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
You know who? You should know who that
you know,
is.
he's not very good at defending his own position, so I have to help
Right,
him.
right.
Yeah, he loves to pick
So
him
he's a
apart.
bum, but you still love him.
Exactly.
Yeah. Lovable bum.
Okay, I love him, but I gotta face facts. He's been a bum in the playoffs, and I love him.
Yeah.
Come on, Lamar. It's time to step up. You had your chance last year. You got one more chance.
So mixed feelings.
Yeah, very
mixed feelings.
Very mixed.
Okay,
I
so-
lost faith in him.
So
In the
hang on
basic.
a second here, guys. I want to make an acknowledgement, an admission, a true statement.
Okay.
I have drafted the worst fantasy football team of all
I
time.
couldn't figure out what your strategy.
all
I couldn't figure
time.
out what your strategy was. What was your initial strategy? Our draft was last night. You play me this week.
I know.
And
You're a 6-point favorite. I think you should be a much bigger favorite.
well, weird things can happen. But what was your strategy? You didn't. Are you like really high on Jalen Hurts?
I am. In fact, if you look at last year across ESPN, the most common ESPN league champions had either Josh Allen or Jalen Hurts as their quarterbacks. I was going to go. I knew I was going to go wide receiver in the first round, and I knew I was going to go quarterback if Jalen Hurts or Josh Allen were there. Allen was off the board, so I went Hurts, and I'm very high on Hurts because he runs the ball. He gets you points a whole bunch of different ways. Then I went wide receiver again, and it just so happened that the two rookie wide receivers happened to fall to me.
Yeah, I like Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, and then Malik Neighbors, who the hell knows? But he was
Giants don't score.
He was a top 15 guy, so I ended up with 2 rookie wide receivers. I ended up with a third one in Ladd McConkey.
I like that
from
pick.
the Chargers.
I think Ladd McConkey's going to catch.
But I
75
did something.
balls.
I did something called zero running back strategy, which I read a lot about. And the idea is
There aren't that many good ones.
load up on receivers and then grab a bunch of guys who are handcuffs or who are not necessarily lead back. Zero running back strategy is an actual thing. My roster is the worst team I've ever
So
drafted.
you went with this awful strategy and now have the worst roster that you've ever
That is
drafted.
correct.
That's
Wait
what
a
you're
minute.
saying.
I
You're saying
thought
you're
Tyler Whitman last year, who was running my team, drafted the worst team I've ever seen, and he finished 5th.
well, but
right.
Jameer Gibbs picked it up at the end of the year and
Yeah.
actually really carried
I
it.
love my team, but there was one thing I regret. So, and I missed it by one pick.
Missed it by that much.
I got Kyron Williams early.
Yep.
And I
And you
wanted
missed
Blake
out on
Corum
Blake
by
Corum.
one pick. The guy who had the pick before me in the 9th round took Corum. But then I used it to take Nick Chubb, who's going to miss the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, right.
And then hopefully he can get me some points later in the year. But the quarterback I wanted the whole time was Joe Burrow, and the one I wanted backing him up was Tua.
Why did you take Burrow and Tua? You can only play one quarterback
Right,
at a
I'm
time.
going to trade one of them.
Oh, you are?
When I think Tua, I think Burrow and Tua are both going to be in the MVP race. So
I agree.
I'll trade one of them.
Yeah.
So
You'll need to.
what was your first pick?
My first pick was Tyreek Hill. My second pick was Jalen Hurts.
The first pick was really good.
Oh, Tyreek Hill's he's a player. He's a player. We will find out. We play each other. Now, are we going to send our rosters to Matthew Berry just to verify how bad my team is
Yes.
for tomorrow?
I need an A and a B just in an email, not the way you have it set
Not
up.
the way I sent it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I can make it work.
Yeah, make
make
that
it
work. I just sent you screenshots of it. It should work. Yeah, so anyways, another fantasy. Wait, do you think I'll finish last?
Last place Mace has an opportunity to return to his rightful
I'm in
place
it.
in the lineup.
I'm in the race. All right, coming up next for you, who are the teams that are most likely to be surprises to the good side this year. What NFL teams are going to surprise? That's coming up next for you. In the meantime, Trojan Ticket Thursday on 710 ESPN. Keep on listening all day long for your cue to call. You can win a pair of tickets for USC's home opener on Saturday night, Under the Lights versus Utah State. Saturday's game is presented by Coke Zero Sugar. Enjoy Coca-Cola with zero sugar. Fight on. All right. My buddy Jacob Ramrani wants to remind everybody. I was driving around the town the other. I just throw away the script. I saw Jacob's new billboard. It says "The Real Deal," and I'm like, that's exactly right. He is the real deal. If you're hurt in any kind of accident, whether it's Uber or Lyft or in your car, you get sideswiped on the freeway or whatever that happens to be, you need an attorney. You want one who is respected. You want one who is the real deal, and that is Jacob. He's been doing this for 25 years, since the Lakers were playing at the Forum back in the 90s. You don't want an attorney who doesn't have his name on the advertising. You want one who's there every day, who's actually working, and that's Jacob. So if you're injured in any kind of accident, the only person you should deal with is the real deal. That is Jacob and Ronnie. And remember, the consultation is free. 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com, and make sure you're following Call Jacob on Instagram. Go to @call.jacob for great advice and prizes and more. And when you call him, make sure you tell him Mason and Shadano from 710 ESPN sent you. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Here we go. Here's your cue to call. Caller number 7 right now at 877-710-ESPN. You win a pair of tickets Saturday night at the Coliseum for the USC Trojans home opener as they battle Utah State under the lights. Caller number 7, 877-710-ESPN. You win on a Trojans Ticket Thursday on 710 ESPN. Fight on!
Hey guys, it's Cap. So you get this letter from the Department of Water and Power with 2 big bold words, high usage. And you don't really know what to do about it, but you kind of have an idea of who you can blame. So you go knock on your daughter's door and you go, hey, would you stop showering for 45 minutes twice a day? And then you go to your son and say, would you please stop washing your car 3 times a week? And then you continue with your life until you get another one of these beautiful letters that says high usage on it. This is where the Water Boy comes in. The Water Boy specializes in pressurized leak detection. All they do, day in and day out, is go to homes and find leaks. Their state-of-the-art equipment allows them to visually and acoustically inspect your pipes to find that stubborn leak that's constantly flowing. It can be anything from a failing toilet to a burst pipe in your slab. You don't even know it existed. They have ample amounts of experience from water damage restoration to general construction and plumbing that, when combined, allows them to master the art of leak detection. They do non-destructive leak detections, which means they're not going to open or damage the structure of your home. Their equipment is advanced enough to listen to the exposed surfaces and indicate where the leak is occurring. They are widely used by homeowners, property managers, and even realtors to inspect pressurized water systems to make sure they're intact and functioning with no leaks. Call Omer at the Waterboy Leak Detection today, 818-518-5055. Visit thewaterboyinc.com. That's the Waterboy Leak Detection at 818-518-5055. Talk to Omer. He's going to take good care of you at the Waterboy. Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay. Listen up, sports fans. Gear up for your next game day hang with your friends. What's on the menu? Sliders, wings, chips, and salsa? Well, all your favorite game day foods go great with Stella Rosa wines, a semi-sweet and semi-sparkling wine that must be served chilled. Stella Rosa can be found at your local retailer, so remember to grab a couple bottles next time you shop. Nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. Please celebrate responsibly.
Warning, the following ZipRecruiter radio spot you are about to hear is going to be filled with F-words.
When you're hiring, we at ZipRecruiter know you can feel frustrated, forlorn even, like your efforts are futile, and you can spend a fortune trying to find fabulous people, only to get flooded with candidates who are just fine. Fortunately, ZipRecruiter figured out how to fix all of that. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, you can forget your frustrations because we find the right people for your roles fast, which is our absolute favorite F word. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day.
Fantastic.
So, whether you need to hire 4, 40, or 400 people, get ready to meet first-rate talent. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free to try ZipRecruiter for free. Don't forget, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. Finally, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon. Don't forget, tonight at 7 p.m., the season premiere of Rams All Access with JB Long, the voice of the Rams, and Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr, who's got a new show premiering Monday. But tonight, Rams All Access, 7 o'clock. They'll get you ready for Week 1 Sunday Night Football right here on your home of the Rams, 710 ESPN. Right now, more of Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon NFL kickoff night.
Ireland, you know why I'm playing this?
Bohemian Rhapsody. Is it an anniversary of this song?
No, Freddie Mercury's birthday today.
You know who else's birthday is today?
I thought he was dead.
He is dead, yeah.
Then why is it his birthday?
We're celebrating the anniversary of his birth, Michael.
Do you celebrate his...
I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to think of word association I can get to. Do 2 words.
Okay.
All offense.
Eric Coryell?
Lincoln Riley's birthday today.
Oh, Lincoln Riley's birthday. I went old
How
school.
old? By the way, how old do you think Lincoln Riley is?
41.
Wow.
Is that it?
On the number.
Yeah. It seemed. I
He's
remember
my
his
age?
40th
Yeah.
birthday.
And he makes like
What?
He makes like 10 million more than you.
Oh, that's so many
But Greg,
more
if it makes you
millions.
feel any better, I'm 20 years older, and I mean he makes 10 million more than me. So, yeah,
So you make $1 million?
no. I said he makes 10. He makes
You got
10.
it. Pepe got it.
No, he makes 10 million.
Right.
Lincoln Riley. So do the math.
Yeah. All right, so NFL season kicks off tonight. We've got both Michael and Pepe here. Pepe, is your wheels turning about who your survivor pick is
Michael's
going to be?
taking Cincinnati.
Yep. Taking Cincinnati.
I was going to pick Cincinnati.
You are
You can.
allowed to pick Cincinnati.
You can.
Okay.
If you want
Is that
to,
who you want?
Of course he is. He's going to follow me.
Boy, if the Bengals lose, half the pool is
well,
gone.
one of our listeners wrote to me and said, no matter what, don't take the Bengals because if they lose, you'll be one of the last
You're
people.
done.
So you're not taking the Bengals, right?
I'm trying to decide. Buffalo, I kind of like. You're on
Myrna's
Buffalo,
taking
right?
Buffalo. No,
Yeah.
my mom.
Wait, no, I took Buffalo. That's right. I took Buffalo with
My
your
mom and Greg are on Buffalo. Michael and I, and now Pepe, are all on Cincinnati. Those are the 2 big favorites.
Leo's
this week.
on Philly over the Giants.
And they're not playing.
They're not playing, but that's his pick.
So, but if he's taking Philly, he's in trouble because Philly's playing Green Bay in Brazil.
I'm giving him a chance to look at the.
If I had to take another team other than those 2,
Yep.
I think, and you're going to hate this. I would
No.
I would take either Miami, who plays at home against Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's good.
Right, but Miami at home last year averaged like 50 points a game, or I would take Detroit. Because
You take Detroit?
Because
it's a 3.5 point spread.
Yeah.
I take Detroit too. How
but
about
here's
you, Brian?
the reason why
New Orleans Saints.
I think Alaric Jackson not playing might hurt.
It's
Because
definitely gonna hurt.
Aiden Hutchinson is a beast.
Yep.
And I don't know how they're going to block him.
Yeah, that's why they move Avila over a spot, and they're playing Jonah
But
Jackson, who's a former Lion.
Everybody thought, remember this? Last year, everyone thought Rams open at Seattle, they're going to get waxed.
Yep.
And really wasn't close. The Rams beat them convincingly.
So, teams that will surprise in a good way. There was a survey of all these general managers and executives and scouts and stuff like that. And the question was, name 3 teams that will surprise in a good way this year.
All right, I've got one.
Okay.
I'll be surprised if this team isn't on there.
Okay.
Denver.
No.
Denver's way
Bo
down
Nix?
the list. 2 votes for
Bo
Denver.
Nix was the best player in the preseason in the whole NFL.
Yeah, preseason MVP does not.
Okay, that would be my first guess.
There's
Now, these
one-
are teams. Did any of these teams make the playoffs last year?
No.
Okay.
He's gonna go
Top
with
5
those.
did not
All right,
make
Bears.
the playoffs.
Bears, of
Bears
course.
are number 6. Bears are number 6.
What?
Falcons.
Falcons is a good one.
Falcons number 2. People expecting good things from Atlanta.
All right,
Still
so-
number 1 is on the board.
Number 1 on the board. They didn't make the playoffs last year.
Indianapolis, because they got the quarterback back.
Indianapolis is number 5. Good, Michael. Anthony Richardson's back for them. So we're missing number 1 and number 4.
Okay, the thing that's throwing me off is All right. Oh, is it the Chargers?
The Chargers are number 4.
Come on, it's obvious.
Yes.
It's an obvious one.
Yeah, it's
the
not.
Jets.
Ooh.
With
Is
Aaron
Greg
Rodgers.
right?
Jets are down the list.
Really? Over Aaron Rodgers back?
By the way,
Well, I like that
maybe
one, though.
because people are already expecting them to be good, so
But
they
that was- they didn't
won't
make it
necessarily
last year.
surprise. Yeah, but I mean, he lasted 4 plays.
How about Seattle?
Seattle, good, Pepe. Yeah, Seattle's number 3. And number 1,
Who's one?
Green Bay.
Jacksonville?
Green Bay made the playoffs last year.
Arizona.
Really?
Yeah, Arizona. By the way, this is sort of not good news for the Rams. If Arizona and Seattle, numbers 1 and number 3, both perform better than expected, they're in the Rams division. They play
Right.
each of those teams twice.
Yep.
So there you have it. There's the rest of the list: Bears and then the Jets.
Doesn't McVay kind of have Arizona's number?
He does. He always has.
I remember there was one game where Arizona came into SoFi and beat them up, but other than that, I can't remember the Rams losing.
Yeah, no,
to Arizona.
Rams have good success against Arizona, but I do think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to give Kyler Murray a little bit of pop because I think he's going to be a dynamic wide receiver.
That will be very interesting. It's the same as San Francisco having the numbers of the Rams.
Yeah, right. Yeah, except in the NFC Championship game
That's
where we
right.
own
I
them.
agree.
We own them. So Michael Thompson
Wait, didn't you only beat them once?
in the NFC Championship game
So
when it mattered.
When Jaquiski Tart dropped an interception that would have won
you
the
can
game.
do that with any game in the world.
Then the Rams won the Super Bowl that year.
Thank you, Pepe, for remembering.
I'm going to the game, the San Francisco game, by the way.
Oh, are you? Yeah, it's a home opener.
Yeah.
Are you a Niners fan?
No.
Oh, okay. You're a Rams fan.
But
Good.
Pepe, half the crowd will be. That'll be like a college
More
game.
than half, John. I'm going to be honest here. It'll be slightly more than half of the crowd will be Niners fans. So, Michael, tomorrow at the golf tournament, I was challenged to do 40 push-ups. Now, a year ago, we did this test, and I did 5. I did 5 push-ups.
Yeah.
I have yet to do 40 in my training or in my practice. What do you think my odds are of completing my 40 push-ups tomorrow?
If they're requiring you to do full push-ups, no, you're not going to do it. Now, if you cheat,
I
you
think
can do
you can
it.
cheat a little.
No, you're not supposed to
For
cheat.
40?
It wouldn't count.
40.
It's
You're allowed to cheat on the last 10.
No.
Yeah, cheat
It's
on
just
the
like
last
if you're
10.
doing a bench press test, you got to go. You got to do it. You got to do it legally.
Is this a full
All right, let's see.
Yeah,
I'm the
let's
judge.
see what Ireland's...
Yes, that's it. Basically, your chest goes like an inch from the ground.
Okay, so
you guys.
I think you're going to be able to do it.
Tell me if this counts as a full push-up.
All right, Mason's going to demonstrate. Nope, got to go lower. Lower.
No way.
Yes.
No, he's
Ireland
going
almost
pretty
went all
low.
the way down. Yeah, but it's not low enough. That's low, but that's not all the way down.
No, that counts. That counts. That counts.
Michael, he's not in the ROTC.
Yeah, Mace, that was good.
Well, yeah, I guess if you can do that, you have a chance, but that's still going to be tough.
Oh, it's going to be really...
How come 40 and not 30?
I don't know. Cappy picked the number.
Well, because Sonato and Cap both did 40 plus the year before.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Bergman, what do you got?
Join ESPN LA at Hollywood Park Casino in the Rays Lounge for Hispanic Heritage Month celebration on Wednesday, September 11th. Sedano and Cap will be broadcasting live from 3 to 6 p.m. and then starting at 6:30, George Sedano will speak with the Hall of Fame Spanish language voice of the Dodgers, Jaime Harin.
Wow.
Then at 7 p.m., our very own Mario Ruiz will speak with LAFC defenseman Ilie Sanchez. Call 877-710-3776 right now, and callers 7 and 10 will win a pair of VIP passes. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Must be 21 and older to enter. Elevate your game at Hollywood Park Casino.
Hey, how's it going, my man?
No. LAFC.
Yes, Mario.
LAFC, Ilie Sanchez.
All right. We're going to spin the wheel of questions coming up next. Pepe and Michael are both here. In the meantime, Steve Mason can improvise as needed. Oh, I just read a sentence that I was not supposed to read.
Really? Who gave you the permission to do
I'm
that?
Ron Burgundy.
It says Steve Mason can improvise as needed. All right, excellent. I'm going to then.
Good for you.
So I love my Hyundai Elantra. The moment I started working with the Southern California Hyundai dealers, I said, I got to get me a Hyundai. And you know what? I have never been happier with my car. It is a hybrid, but it also has a sport mode for when I'm going home on the 10 and changing lanes and all that stuff. It's got some go to it. And listen, right now you can boldly journey wherever life takes you. Advantages include their class exclusive digital key, their available remote smart parking assist, and because they want the road ahead to be as worry-free as possible, you also get complimentary maintenance for 3 years or 36,000 miles, plus 10 years of America's best warranty. And a brand new Hyundai, there is joy in every journey. Visit HyundaiUSA.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMar This is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farrar. You know I have quite the history at ESPN LA, going all the way back to the mid-2000s when I did that weekday show on the station. Then I escaped to St. Louis. Then I came back when the Rams came back. It's been amazing to be a part of the Rams broadcast team since 2016 and on the station sitting in for all the shows. But it's an honor to get to be a part of LA's mega sports station starting 5 days a week. Coming up on Monday. Don't miss the debut of the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. Monday, 9 a.m. Be there.
Annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Proceeds benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research, and once again, the event is sold out for golf. Special thanks to Coors Light. Pick up Coors Light near you or get it delivered to your door today. Visit CAChooseChill.com to learn more. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's Travis. Accidents are devastating, and the recovery process is difficult to deal with. No one should have to face it alone. No insurance company is ever on your side. Anything you say to an insurance company can and will be used against you at any point throughout the process. Let me tell you about the law offices of Joseph S. Normand and his trusted team, and they'll treat you like family. That's why I called him when my son was in an accident. We called Joe, and he hit it out of the park. 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. That's 213-747-2000.
Get ready, LA. The LA Bowl, hosted by Gronk, is back at SoFi Stadium on December 18th at 6 p.m. Be there as the Mountain West top team goes head-to-head with the former Pac-12 contender in a showdown you won't want to miss. Tickets and premium suites are on sale now. Don't miss out on your chance to be a part of the action. Visit LABowlGame.com to secure your seats today. That's LABowlGame.com.
DirecTV and DirecTV Stream customers, you have lost ESPN, including college football, Monday Night Football, ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, SportsCenter, and more. Take action now. Call 844-KEEP-MY-ESPN. That's 844-KEEP-MY-ESPN. Or visit KeepMyESPN.com.
Progressive presents 10 things on a plumber's to-do list that are harder than getting a small business insurance quote. Waking up for 5 a.m. plumbing disasters, finding out why water is pouring from the ceiling, replacing a pipe in a home from the 1800s, then dealing with invoices or your awkward apprentice or that really weird smell, and then there's breathing and eating and, of course, clogs. But the easiest thing on any small business owner's to-do list? Seeing if you could save on the business insurance that's right for you. Get a quote in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers.
Did you know your skin is the largest organ of your body? Huh? That's why you should shower with Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash instead of plain old bar soap. Love your skin by super hydrating it with vitamin B3 and glorious notes of vanilla and shea. Did you know that my super hydrated skin is the second largest organ of my body? The first is my heart. Old Spice. Men have skin too. Old Spice Super Hydration Body Wash. 24/7 renewing moisture. With daily use.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
Did you know today's wheel has to do with a tweet sent by Michael Thompson that has gone viral?
Oh. Really?
Here's what Michael tweeted. It's about Caitlin Clark.
Oh.
Let me see if I got this straight. Best guard in the WNBA. She leads the league in points scored and assisted. Has taken the worst team in the league to solid playoff contender. Leads the league in assists, and then there's this. Game attendance average with Caitlin, 15,000 per game. No Caitlin, 8,000. That's MVP to me. Now, all these sports websites have basically said Michael is out of his mind.
Right, and by the way, they've all reprinted his very poorly spelled, punctuated
Well, that's how
tweet.
Michael writes his tweets.
But I love that they're taking it
USA
seriously.
Today headline: Michael Thompson makes a flimsy argument for Caitlin Clark as WNBA MVP. He says he makes the whole thing, and it says This guy says game attendance isn't a factor in MVP voting. The assists, amazing, but Asia Wilson is leading the league in scoring by nearly 5 points a game over Arike Ogunbowale. Did I say that right?
Yep.
She's about a rebound a game under Angel Reese for the league lead. She leads in blocks and is fourth in steals. She's fourth in field goal percentage. Her team is second in the West with a 20-12 record. Michael, what do you have to say to Charles Curtis from USA Today, who says you're crazy?
Because he doesn't understand basketball, obviously. Yeah, Asia Wilson, if she gets the MVP, she deserves it. No question about it.
She's going to.
But Caitlin, to me, who's the most valuable player in this league right now? Who's the most popular, the most generates the most attention, and also produces on the court that's helped her team turn the season around, their team around to a solid championship contender now, not just a playoff team. People think they actually can win to get to at least the championship. That's how much the difference
Why
she's
did you
made.
factor in attendance? It has nothing to do with attendance.
That definitely does play into it as far as I'm
For
concerned.
most valuable player, not most valuable draw.
Who brings the most value to the WNBA? It's her.
If she wasn't in the league wouldn't be the same.
We wouldn't even be talking about the WNBA.
Mason, I'm actually with Michael here.
Are you really?
You factor in all these things.
We're going to factor
She's the most valuable player.
To awards?
Well, that's one.
What is
that's
that?
One of the things. One thing. She leads the league in assists. She leads the league in total points scored.
Yeah, she's setting records
as a rookie, and she's a one-woman
that's called
draw.
Rookie of the Year.
Her team isn't near as good as the Las Vegas Aces. They're not as good as the Aces. So as great as Asia is, and she's great, she's the best player in the game, no question about it.
Wait a minute, didn't you
but
just
not say
she's the best player in the game?
There's a difference between best player and most valuable.
You remember when Karl Malone won the MVP when Jordan was in his prime?
Right.
Yeah. Everybody said Jordan should win it, but this is Caitlin Clark's year.
Yeah, but she's the most valuable asset. She's the most
I think
valuable.
Michaels makes a really
she's the most valuable asset.
It is so bogus to include attendance as part of this.
But that's all a factor, mate. She's the most valuable asset they have. Without her, the WNBA is even on the map.
Are we going to start including attendance as part of the reason why?
In this case,
when Ohtani won the MVP in
this case,
Anaheim, they never factored in attendance.
Before she showed up 5,000 a game, 3,000 a game around the league, nobody cared.
Mace,
it's an on-court game.
Their TV ratings have nearly tripled.
Why does that matter when you're trying to find the best player on the floor?
Value. She's shown to be the most valuable player in this league.
She's going to get the whole league paid.
All right, good for her and all that stuff. But Asia Wilson is still the best player in the league.
To him,
Greg, what do you think?
Pepe has a question. He's raising his hand. By the way, I'm totally with Mace on this. It's an on-the-court game. Just because you're valuable to the league and valuable to bringing in people, that does not make you the most valuable player on the team.
Okay, wait. Is the most valuable player on the league or the most valuable player on the team?
Most valuable player in the league.
In the league.
But not for the attendance and not for streaming revenue.
Without a Clark?
The league will still be there.
This has nothing to do with attendance.
We wouldn't even be talking about it.
In what world do we talk about attendance when it comes to most valuable player?
Where
is
one
that?
player doubles it.
Right, but it's an award for what you do on the court.
What was Michael Jordan's value to the NBA?
What was
he was
his
the
value?
best player.
He was the best player in the league.
Was his value more than any other player?
Sure, he's the best player in the league.
I rest my case.
On the floor, best player in the league. You've already acknowledged that the best player.
Michael Jordan is Asia Wilson.
Right, Asia Wilson, exactly.
Yeah,
you're arguing against Michael Jordan.
And because of Michael Jordan's greatness, people wanted to tune in. Nobody was.
How does this factor in? Without Caitlin Clark, We're not even talking about
That's
the
what I'm
WNBA.
saying.
But does that have to do
And
with
I
what's
have
going on
to
the
should.
floor?
Yes.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it
it
should.
can't.
But Mace, her play
It
on the
won't.
court, her play on the court's also backed it up.
Her play on the court is terrific.
She's setting records, and she's turned a team complete. She had the worst team in the league last year.
Eliminate all the bogus attendance stuff for a minute here, Michael.
That's what I'm saying.
Or the TV ratings.
They were
eliminate all that.
Okay, they were the worst team in the league last year. Now where are they?
Asia or Caitlin, who is the best player?
Asia's Wilson's. No, we're talking about the best. Best is different from the most valuable.
No.
It is. Asia
called
Wilson's team has actually regressed from last year. They're not as good as they were. As great as she is, they're not as good. Last year, Caitlin playing on a team that was the worst in the league, one of the worst in history, and now they're a playoff team.
Okay, breaking
news.
I think Asia, by the way, Mace, I think Asia Wilson
Breaking news. We can now announce that Asia Wilson is one most valuable player in the NBA. It's going to happen, Michael. WNBA. It's going to happen.
She'll win it, I know, but Caitlin should win it.
Yeah.
Caitlin should get some votes.
Well,
She'll get votes.
She'll probably finish third because Brianna Stewart will probably get the second most, and then she'll get third most.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, but I love the fact that they've reprinted your tweet.
I made my case pretty strong.
With all of your spelling.
A lot of people who don't agree, a lot of anti-Caitlin stuff, too. They just can't.
Yeah, which is weird.
By the way, I don't have I'm not anti-Caitlin.
You don't. I'm talking about a lot of national media. Just don't want to give her a due.
And most of your tweets don't make any sense.
What? How do you
They don't.
Which one?
They don't. The one about the
They all make sense. He just doesn't know how to spell.
The one about the Last Supper, you didn't even know what
What was the tweet about the Last Supper?
That makes a lot of sense, mate.
You're tweeting about the Last Supper?
What was the tweet about the Last Supper?
We've all seen the picture of the Last Supper, right?
Yes.
Wait a second. It's a painting by Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci wasn't there. You know,
I know.
He didn't say, "Okay, you guys get ready for the photograph." No.
Guys,
you're talking about
smile.
something that you don't know.
But Mace, okay, you had the Last Supper.
Judas, you're not in the frame. Move in.
All I asked in my tweet was, why didn't Jesus ask for a round table?
That's so stupid.
Think about it.
I think it's funny.
It is funny because I think in life Jesus did have round tables. They had round tables even back then.
It's funny, but nobody.
It wasn't like The View. They've got it set up like The View, where everybody's on one side of the table.
Nobody knows that because Leonardo da Vinci wasn't there. He just painted that so everybody can see it.
So do you think they had a round table at the Last Supper?
We don't know if it was a rectangular table either.
No, it could have been round, could have been rectangular, but I guarantee you they all were not sitting on the same side of it like The View.
Exactly.
That's
what I'm saying.
Okay. But you didn't say that.
Hey, by the way, Pepe, have you been to Italy and seen the Sistine Chapel in person?
Oh, my God.
I think it's overrated.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I walked in. They said, you got 2 minutes. Take a look. I looked around. I was good after about 30 seconds.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm telling you, I find the Vatican to be one of the most amazing places I've ever visited. And I think the Sistine Chapel,
It's amazing.
I took pictures even though you're not supposed to take pictures.
I've been there several times, and you have to read about it and know what happened. Michelangelo, why he did what he did.
You weren't impressed by the painting, Ireland?
Oh, yeah.
No, I was impressed, but I didn't think it was the greatest thing I'd ever seen.
What? That painting
Were
on
you?
the ceiling?
Did you think it was the greatest thing you'd ever seen?
I mean, I haven't been there, but I've seen a million things and read about it. But you don't think that cool painting on the ceiling is kind of like...
great.
They had to build... Think about it. Back in the Dark Ages, they had to build these big, tall ladders.
We waited in line for like 2 hours. We got in there. It took 2 minutes. I'm like, okay.
That's why you didn't appreciate it.
Probably.
John does not like lines.
I do not.
He is anti-line. If he has to wait in line, he's having a bad day.
That's true.
Don't go to Disneyland.
No, I stopped going. My son wouldn't like to go when he was little, and even he said, the lines are too long, Dad. They are. The lines are too long at Disneyland.
All right, let's do a little sports graffiti here. 877-710-ESPN. First day of football season. Here we go. We got Thursday night football in prime time tonight. Rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It is Lamar versus Mahomes.
Hey, Greg, what time is Smallman coming on?
2:15.
All right, so right after Sports Graffiti.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So jump in here, 877-710-ESPN. Dodgers, by the way, laid an egg last night. You talk about that if you want to. 877-710-ESPN. Mason in Ireland, 710-ESPN.
This is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr. You know I have quite the history at ESPN LA, going all the way back to the mid-2000s when I did that weekday show on the station. Then I escaped to St. Louis. Then I came back when the Rams came back. It's been amazing to be a part of the Rams broadcast team since 2016 and on the station sitting in for all the shows. But it's an honor to get to be a part of LA's mega sports station starting 5 days a week. Coming up on Monday. Don't miss the debut of the Travis and DeMarco DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. Monday, 9 a.m. Be there.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy, spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Step into the batter's box for BetMGM's Swing for the Fences free-to-play game. Pick an area of the strike zone and take your best swing. If you get a single, double, triple, or home run, you'll receive a prize. Smash a home run to collect a bonus bet on us. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. This U.S. promotional offer not available in Mississippi, Nevada, Ontario, or Puerto Rico. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in the U.S. For New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. For Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. For Massachusetts, 1-800-327-5050. For Iowa, 1-800-BETS-OFF. For Puerto Rico, 1-800-911-0023. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards vary depending on market. Expired 24 hours from issuance. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and Hotel.
Progressive knows when you own a boat, life on land is a tough sell.
Come on down to Land. It's the place where you get to do so much waiting. You can wait in traffic, drive-thrus. You can even wait at the doctor's in a room specifically made for waiting. It's Land, baby. Come and sit patiently for a while, then wait even longer. It's Land.
Life on a boat is way more relaxing, and it's even more relaxing when you protect your boat with Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, #1 rating based on 2022 boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here, KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon. Don't forget, tonight at 7 p.m., the season premiere of Rams All Access with JB Long, the voice of the Rams, and Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr, who's got a new show premiering Monday. But tonight, Rams All Access, 7 o'clock. They'll get you ready for Week 1 Sunday Night Football right here on your home of the Rams, 710 ESPN. Right now, more of Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon NFL kickoff night.
All right, it is sports graffiti time. We got a full house, and we got Michael Thompson here. We got Pepe Mantilla, everybody, because it's the first day of football season, and all the phones, 877-710-ESPN. You got like 15, 20 seconds to say whatever it is you want. We'll react to that. And Ireland, you're at the con today.
Q, you're leading off today, Q, on sports graffiti. Go, Q.
All right, it's still unbelievable to me that nobody's mentioning the fact that the NFL cheats. We got the Flakegate. We got so many interesting things that's happening in the NFL and then the Super Bowl last year. I hope they don't cheat my Niners again. Go Niners, 7x7 all day.
Hey, Q, how did the Niners get cheated last year?
Okay, so the Chiefs didn't get called for holding in 3 straight Super Bowls.
Oh, my God. Get over it, dude. Seriously. You can do that with any game.
With any Super Bowl ever.
Sure.
They never call holding in the Super Bowl. Josh, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Josh.
Hey, so I just had to say, the last segment, you guys brought the value of entertainment up pretty good. I got to say, you guys arguing with Michael is like me arguing with my 7-year-old. You're not going to win. You guys are black and white. Michael is a shade of gray. And then, Ireland, I want to know, are you taking any requests to do Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo?
Bibbidi Bobbidi. No, that's Mary Poppins,
That's Mary
right?
Poppins.
Yeah,
He's
I only
the Sound
do
of Music guy, yeah.
Don, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Don.
Hey, guys. You know, I just want to say, Mace, I'm with you on Steve Hartman. I cannot stand that.
Thank you.
He's the greatest talk show host ever.
Thank you, Don.
Oh, he's an idiot. But I wanted to say, I remember Chet Forty back in the day, and he used to always say, whenever you see a big favorite, and everybody's picking Cincinnati in these elimination pools and everything else, but he said, every time you see it, you better run because every time you get screwed. And I just think, you know, they may win, but I'll bet you they don't cover.
Yeah, but they only need to win in a survivor pool.
Right. By the way, I want to point out Chet lost so much money gambling. I don't know if we should take any of his advice.
You know what he said to me one time? I was at a bar in Seattle, and him and Chet and Steve Hartman were in there, and Steve was talking to one of my friends.
Loud.
And he went, Chet walks up and he goes, your friend's head is going to explode. Get him away from Hartman. Roger, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys, in honor of Winning Time's amazing motto, F Boston, I have a joke for you guys.
Okay.
Why do people from Boston not pronounce their R's when they speak?
Why?
Because they're retarded.
Oh, jeez.
Boston.
Peter, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Guys, apologies to Pepe in advance, but Michael is correct here.
In
the
what way?
MVP race is never about the best player in the league, or else Kobe would have more than one. LeBron would have like 10 of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's about take the player off the team and what would happen to the team. In this case, Caitlin has to get the MVP.
Yeah, if you measure it by that metric, for sure.
What do you think
And
now,
I
Liz?
agree. I agree with Michael.
I still think TV ratings and attendance have nothing to do
Forget
with the
about
most
that.
valuable
How about
player.
take her off the team?
Even if the
What, they scraped their way into the playoffs, right?
No, they're the fifth seed now, fifth or
The
sixth.
fifth seed? Yeah,
Easily.
good.
Yeah.
That's a good run.
Jason, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Jason.
Two quick things, guys. Morales, if you're listening, I have a new category for the Mandy's for next year. Best Mario Ruiz impression. I love when all you guys do those impressions. It's the best.
BMO.
And number two,
Stadium.
I'm feeling very nostalgic with the time slot. You guys going back to the time slot. So I have one request.
Yes.
For nostalgic purposes and for one day and one day only, can you guys bring back Fast Track on Monday just so I can hear that theme song?
What? So you want the Eagles' Life in the Fast Lane? We could just put Life in the Fast Lane on below Sports Graffiti.
My answer is no.
Okay, because also you have to realize if you do Fast Track again, you have to do all of it.
We write the questions.
That's
you write
true.
all of the
No,
questions
thank
back
you.
I
and
like
forth
What's Up,
and the
Fool.
games
I
and
like
everything
What's Up,
else.
Fool
Yeah,
better.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
You like Sports Graffiti, What's Up, Fool, Game of Games, Split Up?
All right,
Same thing.
877-710-3776. Carlos the Hater.
Oh.
Carlos, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
How are you guys? Hey, I'm with Michael on this one, but I'm still going to argue with you guys about the Lakers takes you guys always say.
What do we always say about the Lakers?
Oh, what happened? Remember the last 2 years you guys kept saying, oh, what, with LeBron, we're going to win. We're going to win.
Yeah,
with
2
LeBron.
years ago they
And
went to
had,
the
like,
Final Four.
Oh, come on, dude. The Lakers are being held by LeBron and by Anthony Davis. Once they trade those two guys,
Oh, yeah, things will be looking
that
up.
would be a really shrewd move.
Soon as
Trade the two best guys on the
As
team.
soon as we can dump LeBron and AD, then we're going somewhere.
Well, we could trade him for Luka, Wembanyama, and Jokic.
Yeah.
Sure, there you go.
Big Joe, you're on Sports Graffiti. Big Joe, go.
hey, Michael, what do you think of Canelo Berlanga fight?
Boy, that's a great question. I just hope Berlanga can he has to get Canelo's respect early. First, second round, he's got to basically bang with Canelo and hope he can shake him up because he's not going to win a decision. I don't care if he beats him up for 12 rounds. So he's got to come out and try to just go for an early knockout. That's the only chance he has. Otherwise, Canelo's just going to walk him down and beat him up like he did Jaime Munguia. So Berlanga has a chance, but he's got to get Canelo's respect in the first round.
And that concludes boxing talk.
You got a Mexican here. You got a lot of Mexicans out here. You got a black man here. We love boxing.
No issue
Tell him,
with-
Pepe.
He has to be very smart if he wants to beat Canelo.
He's got to be aggressive.
Yeah.
Why don't you guys like boxing?
I didn't say I
don't
didn't
dislike
like
boxing, but boxing, you're the one who taught me this. None of the big fights ever happen.
Well, they happen sparingly, but they happen. And there's a big fight coming up next weekend.
I mean,
Jeez,
the
you
best-
I've already scheduled around. I mean, seriously, I cleared my schedule for it.
Do you know who even Canelo Alvarez is?
Of course
Pepe?
I do.
I
Yeah.
mean, Mace?
Of course I
Where's
do.
he from?
Mexico.
Okay.
Elvis,
Red-headed guy.
There you go.
You are on Sports Graffiti. Elvis, go.
I love Mr. Thompson, but he's wrong. This would be the equivalent of giving LeBron James the MVP as a rookie. He's had impressive stats, but he wasn't the best player.
But that's true.
Point number two, Mr. Thompson should have to wear a garment of shame for not getting Klay Thompson to the Lakers.
Well, it wasn't. By the way, Elvis, that wasn't from lack of trying on Michael's part.
I tried.
Clay just made his own decision.
I even offered to move back to the Bahamas.
Yeah, I was there watching Michael lobby Clay hard, and Clay just decided he wanted to go to Dallas. Here's Greg. Greg, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Well, 2 points. First, I'm with Michael on almost everything because that's the easiest way to go is just ride with Michael.
Yeah, you can't argue with him. He's like a 7-year-old.
Trying to teach that to
like I
Pepe.
pointed out earlier.
And the second thing is, in this heat now in L.A., I think the advantage of being an Angel fan is helping me because the cellar is always cooler in this type of heat.
There you go. Well, they looked pretty good last night, Greg.
Nice, cool cellar.
Do they have cellars in L.A.?
You know, it's not really a cellar town.
No.
Yeah, we used to have
No, that's kind of a Midwest back east thing,
Yeah,
right?
we used to always go to the basement. Go to the basement.
That's right.
In Ohio.
The family room, yeah.
David, you're on Sports Graffiti. David, go.
Hey, guys, real quick here. I know Mason will agree with me, but no self-respecting Dodger fan will ever be a 49er fan. And the next thing is, when you guys have crosstalk with Travis, make sure Briones is not at that game. Thank you. Talk to you guys
All
later.
right.
Yeah, he's a big Niner
I guarantee
fan.
you he will be there.
Yeah, he'll find a way to get in.
He will be there.
He's a weasel.
Yeah.
Here's Chuck. Chuck, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys, I have a question for Michael. Michael, do you think the big forward for the French team in the Olympics could help the Lakers?
Yeah, man, the French team has some good players over there. Of course he could help.
Wait a minute. I thought that guy signed with another team.
Is this Sar? Didn't he? Is it Sar?
No, it's not Sar.
It
It's
was
somebody
Sally,
else.
something like that. Yeah, he signed with somebody else, I think. I think maybe
Yeah.
Philadelphia, I think.
Yeah, that.
Of course he could help. Big body like that.
James, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, I got a question for Michael. Who's the bigger deadbeat, Rey Mysterio Jr. or Michael Thompson for not getting Clay over to the Lakers?
Oh, that's a good question.
You got a point there. Me, I take that crown every time.
Wait a minute, though. Clay's a grown man. How old is Clay?
34.
You can't tell a 34-year-old what to do.
I tried everything. I said, Clay, your boat will be in Marina Del Rey 5 minutes from practice. Your house is 5 minutes from the practice facility. You always wanted to be a Laker if you could not be a Warrior. I mean, Kobe was your idol growing up. I mean, it all fits. It's perfect.
Yep.
And you play with LeBron and AD, you'll be open all night.
It didn't work.
Why, Pepe? Why didn't it work?
Thank you, Pepe.
I should have had you talk to him, Pepe.
Yeah, no kidding.
He likes you.
Here's Cassie. Cassie, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hi, listen, is this for real? I just saw it on Google that the Mavericks are trading Kyrie Irving to the Lakers.
No, that is not for real.
Absolutely not true.
No,
that will not be happening.
No.
Ken, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go, Ken.
Well, I've been around since Walt Olson and Tom Lasorda were managers. At the end of the season where each game is important, I've never seen leaving a guy like Miller in who had a 6.50 ERA in the minors and a 7.92 ERA in the big leagues this year to give up 7 runs and not do a thing. Don't take him out. Nobody even walked to talk to him in the mound. It makes no sense.
Sometimes you just got to take the L, and that's
Well,
what
I
the Dodgers did last night, and they reserved some of their bullpen by keeping Bobby Miller in there longer.
When Kershaw hurt his toe last week, it kind of burned through the bullpen because he left in the second inning. So all those relievers have been throwing a ton of innings. I think they just decided, and I'm guessing they told Bobby Miller, hey, we're riding with you today, no matter how many runs you give up. But it didn't work.
They did it again They did it on Sunday too with Justin Robleski.
Yeah,
So
Justin
that's the
Robleski
way
gave up 10 on Sunday.
Yeah, and they didn't use very many relievers and not your high leverage relievers. So that's why they.
All right, we'll do one more. Here's Portia. Portia, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
John Erlin, I have a question for you
Yes, ma'am.
regarding the Lakers. Is it true that this new player that the Lakers are signing to a team is going to make the roster?
It depends what player you're talking about.
I doubt it. This roster's pretty loaded.
It's a new player that they're signing in the training camp. A report came out today, and the Lakers reported that
They're filling their summer league or their G League, right?
I think it would be very hard to crack the Laker roster.
Yeah, I got it. It's Vincent Valerio Bodon, and they actually waived him today, but are maintaining his G League rights.
Right.
So
Well, they had him on the G League team last year.
Right.
He's been trying to crack his way up to the big leagues.
Yeah, they signed
for a while.
him. By the way,
they
they
signed
waived
another guy a couple days ago too. They're inviting a bunch of people to camp.
Jordan Goodwin was what.
Yeah, Jordan Goodwin can play a little. I don't know if he'll make the roster.
Big money bet between me and Bergman.
Okay, big money bet.
$1 says Shohei does get the 50-50. Bergman says he doesn't.
Oh,
what
you don't think
what do
he's
you
gonna
guys
get
think?
there?
No, I don't think he does.
It's very close.
I think he's going to do it.
I also
He's
think
got
he's going to do it.
20 games left.
Yeah.
80-something at bats, 90, 100 bats, 90
I think
bats.
he's going to do it.
I think he's going to get 6
The
more home
steals,
runs.
I think, are not the issue. I think it's the home runs.
6 more home runs, he'll get it.
It's
I
the
think
home
he can
runs,
get
and he's just going to – I think he'll just press a little bit when it starts to get a little bit close. He'll probably end up with 48, 49, but I don't think he hits 50.
All right, so Michelle Smallman from our morning show is going to join us next. Michelle has disowned the Rams. She's a St. Louis girl. When the Rams moved out of St. Louis, she said, I need a new team. She has chosen a new team, and we'll tell you who it is next.
That's coming up with Michelle Smallman, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Let me tell you about ZipRecruiter. Did you know it can take up to 11 weeks on average to hire for an open job? That's 2.5 months. Nobody's got that kind of time. If you're listening today, I got some advice. Stop waiting. Start using ZipRecruiter right now. You can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter uses powerful matching technology to quickly find and send you the most qualified people for your roles. Or, as Ian Siegel, the inventor of ZipRecruiter, says, we don't leave anything to chance. How fast can they get you a quality candidate? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within 1 day. So what are you waiting for? Go to that exclusive web address to try ZipRecruiter for free. ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
This is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farrar. You know I have quite the history at ESPN LA, going all the way back to the mid-2000s when I did that weekday show on the station. Then I escaped to St. Louis. Then I came back when the Rams came back. It's been amazing to be a part of the Rams broadcast team since 2016 and on the station sitting in for all the shows. But it's an honor to get to be a part of LA's mega sports station starting 5 days a week. Coming up on Monday. Don't miss the debut of the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. Monday, 9 a.m. Be there.
Quickly, it is not that simple. Avner Gatt and his team negotiate on your behalf to make sure you're getting the best possible outcome, not the insurance company. He and his team have been dealing with insurance companies for so many years. It's all they do. They've got the experience. They've got the industry know-how that you need on your side. Now, some of these folks used to work for insurance companies before they joined Avner's team, and Avner Gatt himself has 20 years of experience in this industry. Avner Gatt has one of the largest teams of professional, licensed public adjusters in California. And yes, the size is important. Avner has a unique winning recipe for handling homeowners' insurance claims. No one, and I mean no one, messes around with Avner Gatt and his team. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. 818-917-5256, or visit AvnerGatt.com. That's AVNERGAT. AvnerGatt.com. You call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. Avner takes the call himself. Hello!
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at HIMS, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
And it is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwiched between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
Whenever Michelle Smallman joins us, it is brought to you by Prize Picks. You can download the Prize Picks app today. Use code 710. Get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code 710 on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game.
And Michelle Smallman from Undisputed, our morning show.
Unsportsmanlike?
Did I say Undisputed? That's
Yes.
the TV show.
Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike. Sorry about that, Michelle. How are you?
Oh, no problem. There's a lot of unshows out there, so I understand getting the mix-up sometimes.
Yeah, but we haven't talked to you since last season, so it's great to have you back. And since last season, you have decided to pick a new team. Now, we were talking about this a couple of weeks ago. Michelle, I bet you thought you were going to come on here, we were going to kill you for giving up on the Rams, but we're not. Because I think you have a legitimate reason. You're a St. Louis girl. The Rams left. They
gave up on you.
Yeah, this is exactly
Thank
what
you.
Mason and I did when the Rams left L.A. and went to St. Louis. We disowned them. And then when they came back, we welcomed them back. But so you went about trying to pick a new team. What's the criteria? How did you go about this?
Well, I'm so glad to have your support in this endeavor because I did worry that you guys were going to shame me for picking a new NFL team after I abandoned the Rams. But you're right. They left me first, and if one party does not want to be in the relationship, what am I left to do? I'm left to go find somebody else. And after years of NFL singledom, I was ready to jump back in and love again. So the criteria was quite simple. I wanted a fan base and an organization that was incredibly passionate, had a rich tradition, had a tradition of winning, but also this current team was set up for success, not only this year, but for many years to come, because, you know, in that early stage of a relationship, it's supposed to feel like a honeymoon. So this first year and the next couple years, I wanted to make sure that this team had the quarterback in place. I felt like they were a competent franchise and that I wouldn't be signing up for immediate misery. And then, as you know, I had a rough experience with an owner. You guys obviously love Stan Kroenke because he brought the Rams back to L.A. St. Louis doesn't feel the same way. So what happens when you have a toxic ex? You learn from those mistakes. So I wanted to make sure that the new franchise that I adopted had an owner, or in my new case with the Green Bay Packers, obviously no owner in an ivory tower, no billionaire owner, just a situation where I felt like it was stable and I would never have to endure that football trauma again with my team being ripped from me.
So did you go on NFL Tinder and swipe right on Green Bay? Is that how that worked?
I think this was an initial Tinder swipe, right? But then we had gone on several dates before we decided to make it Instagram official.
Got it.
All right, so Michelle, be honest about this. This is a weird question, I know. Would you have picked the Packers if Aaron Rodgers was still there?
Interesting question. Same set of circumstances.
Yep.
He's in his 40s, coming off an Achilles injury.
Right.
I think they would certainly have been in the running. I love everything about the Packers organization. Obviously, I mentioned the ownership there, but when you're talking about tradition, we're talking Titletown. Lombardi, the trophy's named after their coach, for crying out loud. We have an organization that's had a lot of consistent success, so that intrigued me. But I don't know if they would have gotten the final rose because for those who didn't follow along on this journey, it came down to the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And I loved the idea of me and my quarterback being on a similar timeline, if not the same timeline. So that would have been a harder sell for Green Bay, even though I love the franchise, knowing that they could potentially be in quarterback turmoil in a year.
Now, we got us here. Ostensibly, we get you on to talk a little gambling, and we'll do that. I'm throwing out parlays. I threw out a big parlay today. Did you get it, Ireland?
Yeah, this is not going to win.
Okay, 10,000 mythical dollars, 5-leg parlay. Derrick Henry, anytime TD.
I think that happens. I think he scores.
Yep.
Derrick Henry over 6.5 receiving yards. 1 catch.
No.
1 catch.
No, I think that trips you right there.
Come on.
I don't think they're throwing the ball to Derrick Henry.
One catch.
What do you think,
1
Michelle?
catch.
I love where you're going with the Derrick Henry touchdown. The Ravens' run game was obviously insane last year. You fortify that even more by adding Derrick Henry. I think they're going to want to get him involved. I don't know about that second part.
I'm with
Let's
you.
go.
All right, what's the third leg?
Isaiah Pacheco, anytime TD.
I like it.
Okay. Lamar Jackson, under 19.5 completions. Interestingly, he completed 19 passes in last year's AFC Championship game.
I don't like this one either. I think Lamar's
going to run the ball more.
I
don't
think
think
Lamar's
they're
going
going
to
to
come
throw the ball
in
as
super
much.
focused, Michelle. I could easily see him getting 20 completions. How about you?
I think they're going to lean heavy into the run game tonight as well. I think they're looking back at that AFC Championship game. They deviated from their identity and what got them there in the first place last year. I still can't believe they did that. In researching this game, going back and looking at that AFC Championship game last year, this was a version of the Kansas City Chiefs that felt more vulnerable than we've seen them in years. And the Ravens' strength was part of the Chiefs' weakness, and they abandoned it. I don't think they're going to make that same mistake tonight.
And by the way,
the
last leg is points total under 46.5. I went back and I studied the history, and the under wins most years for the opener. So I went under the 46.5.
I don't know about that.
I'm not going to. I think I might go with the over because what was that score in the AFC title game? I think 17-10. I'm not going to let that trip me up on what we saw the last time. I think this could be a high-scoring game.
Okay.
Michelle, I know you're rooting for the Packers tomorrow night because that's your new team, but I think that game's a coin flip in Brazil. Packers-Eagles. Who wins, do you think?
So I want to take the Packers, obviously, because they're my new team, and I want to pledge allegiance to them. But I was just reading about this before I joined you guys. Actually, our Unsportsmanlike group chat had this thrown in there. So obviously we know the travel to Brazil is intense. There's a lot of outside factors that are going to be influencing the outcome of this game in a neutral stadium in another country. But the Eagles got their team hotel close to the stadium in Sao Paulo, and the Packers have a longer commute. It's an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to the stadium based on traffic. That's what we're hearing coming out of Brazil. So I think I might take the Eagles.
Yeah, I can.
Wow. Wait a minute. Who picks against their own team, Michelle? Seriously, I pick the Rams every week. Who picks against their own team? Come on.
You know what? Part of being a good fan is not letting your heart overtake everything. You have to sometimes go with your head so that expectations aren't so high all the time and you're ultimately disappointed. Isn't that what they say? Expectation is the root of all heartbreak. So I'm trying to be reasonable here so that I'm not bummed out if they do in fact.
Okay, so the word is fan from the term fanatic.
All right,
Michelle.
Wait a minute, Michelle.
Fair
So
point,
I'm going to give you
point.
two. We're going to give you 2 more games. All right.
Okay.
Speaking of Mason's fandom, he thinks the Rams can go into Detroit and beat them. I think he's crazy. The Rams left tackle, Alaric Jackson, is suspended. He's not playing. I think Detroit has their sights set on the Super Bowl. I think the Lions win this game. Mason's taking the Rams. What say you?
This is not any bias towards the Rams in this one because I think the Rams are going to be a sneaky team to contend with this year. They've got a lot of talent, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, replacing somebody like Aaron Donald is not an easy task. We'll see what the defense looks like without him. But I think Detroit is going to win this game outright. I think that, without Aaron Donald, what that defense is going to look like going up against that high-flying offense that the Lions have, all that talent that they have, they're a team that's tough. They have that Dan Campbell identity. They're obviously not happy with the way their season ended last year. They are coming out trying to make a statement. I think the Lions are going to be.
What am I on the show with a couple of lemmings? Are you guys just following along with the crowd? Like,
No,
Detroit,
well, here's the other
Super
game.
Bowl, Detroit.
Well, here's the other game I want to ask you about, Michelle. Brian Cohen, who works on our show, has the best hair on the show. You have great hair, Smallman, so you know that it's tough to get great hair. Brian has it. He unsolicited announced in the offseason that if the Raiders finish with a better record than the Chargers, he will shave his head, which is the dumbest thing he's ever said because he's got great hair. But Raiders at Chargers this Sunday, who wins?
Okay, so hair is incredibly important to not only the overall aesthetic of a person and your overall identity, but it's not easy to grow it back. I can't believe that somebody with great hair would put that on the line. That's a lot.
Here's the beauty of this, Michelle. Nobody put anything on the line on the other side.
Yeah,
so it's not like somebody, if it goes the other way, somebody's going to shave
By
their
the
head.
way,
No,
Brian,
it's just him.
That's a good. Why did you do that?
Oh, it's just full confidence, baby.
Full confidence.
Michelle, does he have reason to worry? Do you think the Raiders can upset the Chargers on Sunday?
I don't think the Raiders are going to upset the Chargers. As much as I like Antonio Pierce, I think that the Chargers are a more talented team in every component, and I'm going to roll with Harbaugh. I love AP. I love what he's bringing to Vegas with that team restoring that identity, but Harbaugh's track record speaks for itself. I think that he's going to want to also make a big statement returning back to the NFL. I've got the Chargers in that one.
By the way, I saw a tweet from Evan this morning that said you guys had Tom Coughlin scheduled to come on the show at 9, and he called at 8:55. Is that on brand or what? True story?
It is so true, because Pat Costello, who was producing our show today, was like, oh my God, he called early. I don't know what to do. Like, I asked him if he wanted to hang on the line or call back. So we were like, patch him in so we can chat with him. So we spent the entire commercial break chatting with Coach, and it was great to hear he and CeCe reminisce on their days with the Giants together, winning that Super Bowl. But he lived up to the billing. We've had him on before, obviously, to talk to CeCe, but when you make punctuality such a huge part of your program and what you want your players to adhere to, you also better back that up. So the fact that he called him 5 minutes early, if you're not 5 minutes early, you're late.
You're
late.
late.
I really appreciated that from him.
Exactly right. All right. Hey, Smallman, thanks a lot for coming out. We're looking forward to talking to you every week, Unsportsmanlike every day from 3 to 7 here on 710 ESPN. That's the time slot starting on Monday when we have our all-new lineup. We will talk to you next week, Michelle.
Sounds great. Thanks for having me.
Thanks,
and
Michelle.
Friends of my ex, thanks for accepting my new boo. I appreciate it.
Oh, you got it.
Very
you
good.
got it. Have a great weekend.
All right. Hey,
You too. Bye, guys.
tomorrow's the 11th annual SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic presented by Coors Light at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Even if you're not golfing, you can come out and party with us starting at 4 o'clock for the 19th hole party on the balcony of Derek's Grill overlooking the 18th green. It's free. It's open to the Republic. Yeah, it's open to the entire Republic and the public. Special thanks to Tequila Mandala and Shake Shack for making the 19th hole party possible. We will see you tomorrow at Black Gold. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN. Let me tell you about Commerce Casino. So it is the new spot for Monday Night Football. Now, every Monday, all season long, Shadano and Cap are broadcasting live from Commerce Casino. Lots of food and drink specials and promo items and giveaways and bar games and Little Cappy and all the Circle of Trust people will be there. That is every Monday night all season long at the Commerce Casino. And if you're a poker player, the WSOP, World Series of Poker, returning to the Commerce Casino and Hotel. Your chance to see how you stack up against some of the best poker players in the world as they descend upon the Commerce for a key stop on the WSOP Circuit Tour. Dates November 13th through the 26th. I'm going to be playing in that. You can check out their website for tournament schedule and special player rates and hotel rooms and all that kind of stuff. Go to commercecasino.com. And again, Monday nights with Shadano and Cap starting on Monday for Monday Night Football at the Commerce. Commerce Casino located 6131 Telegraph Road in Commerce. For more information and a calendar of events, visit commercecasino.com. That's commercecasino.com. And I will see you at the Commerce. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Coming up today at
This is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr. You know I have quite the history at ESPN LA, going all the way back to the mid-2000s when I did that weekday show on the station. Then I escaped to St. Louis. Then I came back when the Rams came back. It's been amazing to be a part of the Rams broadcast team since 2016 and on the station sitting in for all the shows. But it's an honor to get to be a part of LA's mega sports station starting 5 days a week. Coming up on Monday, don't miss the debut of the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. Monday, 9 a.m. Be there.
NFL kickoff night.
Oh, by the way,
here we go.
Not only that, but big tennis weekend. By the way, you know that the richest tennis match in history will take place, I think, could take place on Saturday if it comes to fruition.
What is it?
Between Jessica Pegula and Emma Navarro, the two American ladies who are left in the semifinals. If they meet in the finals, it will make sports history. It will be the two richest athletes to ever play against each other.
Do you know who Jessica Pegula is related to?
Yeah, she's one of the richest athletes. Oh, no, I have no idea.
Her father owns the Buffalo Bills.
Family value, $7.7 billion.
She really needs it,
Emma Navarro's father is worth $1.5 billion.
Oh, my God.
Together, if those two families... He's some real estate mogul in New York. So if those two guys meet in the final on Saturday, that's $9.2 billion in family value.
Wow,
going
that's
each other.
amazing.
Think they need the prize money?
That's like that time I saw Stan Kroenke and his wife on a golf cart outside the Coliseum, and they rode by me, and I'm like, there goes $9 billion or whatever the hell it is.
She's worth like
Is she?
Yeah, she's worth like $30 billion. She's one of the Walton sisters. Yeah, she's one of the Walton sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah, daughters, I should say. So she's worth like $30 billion.
Hey, I wanted to, it's Trojan Ticket Thursday on 710 ESPN. So right now, caller number 7, 877-710-ESPN. Get a pair of tickets for SC's home opener. Saturday night, under the lights, as the Trojans take on Utah State, looking to build on that LSU win. Saturday's game presented by Coke Zero Sugar. Enjoy Coca-Cola with zero sugar. Fight on. Normally, I would say I'm not looking forward to an 8 o'clock game, but Saturday, a 1 o'clock start would be blisteringly hot.
Right, and you're going to the movies.
Exactly, and I'm going to see Beetlejuice in the daytime. Exactly. All right, so we're doing one upset pick. We do this every week with Islands. If you're craving that beach vibe, there's an Islands restaurant near you.
Jack
with all
Ireland
your
worked at Islands today.
Crafting your perfect Islands moments with classic burgers and fresh cut fries and local brews and never-ending summer drinks. So Ireland, one big upset this weekend.
I'm checking to make sure that this team is not favored, but I have a weird feeling they're not. They're a 5-point underdog. Okay, fairly. Okay. I think the Broncos go into Seattle and beat the Seahawks.
Whoa. Okay.
I think Denver with Bo Nix.
You are really sold on them.
Well, I think Sean Payton in year 2 is going to make it happen. That's mine. Broncos over the Seahawks in Seattle.
Okay. Michael, you got any upsets?
Let's see. I'm going to go with. I believe in my boy this year. Bryce Young beats the Saints in New Orleans.
Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah, he's going to bounce back strong.
Well, New Orleans isn't very good.
No. Yeah.
I can see them beating them.
All right.
Arizona.
In Buffalo.
Oh, in Buffalo?
That would knock my mom and Greg out of the survivor
that is
pool.
bold.
How dare you, Pepe?
Bergman, you got one?
Sorry.
Can I? I mean, the Raiders are.
Yeah, they're underdogs.
On the road against the Chargers. Game 1 for Harbaugh. Raiders take that game. They always split. This is the one they split.
Okay, Brian?
I'm going to take the Titans over the Bears.
Ooh. Oh.
In Chicago.
Leaning against Caleb there. All right, here is my pick. Raiders over Chargers.
Let's go, Mace. Let's go, Mace.
Raiders over Chargers.
You're betting on Gardner Minshew.
I'm also betting against Brian Cohen's hair.
Bad man. Come on. Let's go, Mace. You and me.
Yep.
Against the world.
It will be a Raiders home game, which is a genuine dynamic.
Yeah. Prove me wrong, Gardner Minshew. I've been beating you up all off season. Get into that game and go
let that
nuts.
guy have it.
And but I would love for him to shut me up. If he outplays Justin Herbert and the Raiders win that game, I will shut up.
Yeah.
But I don't see it happening.
Okay. Bergman, what do you got? Oh, I already done. Thank you.
I did? Oh, good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you listening.
Yeah, thank you.
There's a lot of stuff happening.
He's a P1. He listens a lot of the time. All right. Hey, real quick, I want to get this in here. ESPN LA Golf Classic is tomorrow. It's the SoCal Hyundai ESPN LA Golf Classic. It's presented by Coors Light at Black Gold Golf Club in Yorba Linda. Proceeds benefit the V Foundation for Cancer Research. And once again, the event is sold out for golf. Special thanks to your SoCal Hyundai dealers. It's your journey. Own every mile in a brand new Hyundai. Visit buyhyundai.com or see your SoCal Hyundai dealer today. Coming up next for you, going to do some What's Up, Fool? Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you listen to this show, you know I love Terranea. And last week, Bergman and I did a live show from there on Friday. Bergman stayed there for his birthday. You cannot
He
find...
said it was the best birthday he's ever had.
There you go. You cannot find a nicer place in Southern California than Terranea, a luxury resort on the Palos Verdes Peninsula, over 200 acres. Go to this website, Terranea.com, Terranea. Ralph Grippo, Andrea, the whole crew down there can't wait to spoil you rotten if you show up at Terranea. They have 4 award-winning restaurants, an award-winning spa. They got a spectacular golf course. They got a great coffee shop, Sea Beans. You can hike, you can surf, you can do anything you want at Terranea. Go check it out today. Terranea, Terranea.com.
This is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr. You know I have quite the history at ESPN LA, going all the way back to the mid-2000s when I did that weekday show on the station. Then I escaped to St. Louis. Then I came back when the Rams came back. It's been amazing to be a part of the Rams broadcast team since 2016 and on the station sitting in for all the shows. But it's an honor to get to be a part of LA's mega sports station starting 5 days a week. Coming up on Monday. Don't miss the debut of the Travis and DeMarco show on 710 ESPN. Monday, 9 a.m. Be there.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Play no-bust blackjack, poker, and more. Enjoy Century Bar & Grill's flavorful menu for lunch or late-night dinners. Watch your favorite teams and catch up with friends on game days. Unwind and enjoy live music and crafted cocktails at Ray's Lounge. Easy parking and access, Hollywood Park Casino. Located next door to the Forum and SoFi Stadium. Park, party, and play. Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
Must be 21 and older to enter. These are approved DOJ games. Geico 004527. Geico 003871.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey kids, Uncle Artie here from Pernia Law, here to tell you about our newest partnership deal with Matt Barnes, who has deep LA roots, former Bruin and pro basketball player for both LA teams.
If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's right. Call us or slip into the DM, Uncle.Artie. Uncle Artie's not just my friend, but he's your uncle in the business. Artie Pernia is a seasoned personal injury attorney who works with you, so you receive the best possible compensation for your case. Let Uncle Artie and the Pernia Law family provide peace of mind, so you can focus on recovery and getting back to you.
If you've been injured in an accident or you're unhappy with your current injury attorney, come to Pernia Law. We take care of you like family. That's why they call me Uncle Artie.
Call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
DirecTV and DirecTV Stream customers, you have lost ESPN, including college football, Monday Night Football, ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, SportsCenter, and more. Take action now. Call 844-KEEP-MY-ESPN. That's 844-KEEP-MY-ESPN. Or visit keepmyespn.com.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here, and I want to talk about my friend Avner Gatt, a public adjuster. Now, many of you guys have asked me, why Avner Gatt? What makes his team so unique at handling insurance claims? So let me tell you something. I've been working with Avner and his team for a while. I can tell you this. Avner Gatt has a dynamic team that's highly effective and successful because these folks come from a very diverse background in the insurance industry. For example, some of them used to work for insurance companies before they joined Avner's team. Yes, they actually chose to switch sides when they realized the effectiveness of Avner's team's work. Some of them used to be in the restoration business, rebuilding homes after disasters. Some of them used to be in the contents handling business, moving homeowners' belongings to a safe place for restoration and storage. Some of them were experts in hazardous materials handling, like asbestos and lead testing. That was their daily work. And some of them were members of law firms handling bad faith claims and general business disputes. You see, diversification is the name of the game. When you are represented by Avner Gatt's team, you have the entire team's experience and know-how by your side. No one, and I mean no one, messes with Avner Gatt and his team. So call Avner Gatt right now, 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256. That's AvnerGatt.com, AVNERGAT, AvnerGatt.com. When you call him directly, Avner Gatt and his family, they take the calls themselves. Avner Gatt says, hello.
All right, hey, join ESPN LA at Hollywood Park Casino in the Rays Lounge for a Hispanic Heritage Month celebration on Wednesday, September 11th. Sedano and Cap will be broadcasting live from 3 to 6 p.m. Then starting at 6:30 is the really cool thing. George Sedano will be speaking with Hall of Fame Spanish language voice of the Dodgers, Jaime Jarín. Then at 7 p.m., our very own Mario Ruiz will speak with LAFC defenseman Ilie Sanchez. Call 877-710-3776 right now, and callers 7 and 10 will win a pair of VIP passes. You can also go to ESPNLA.com and get your passes there. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Must be 21 and older to enter. Elevate your game at Hollywood Park Casino.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Listen to Mason and Ireland more at 1 p.m. And yes, it's around 2:45 in the Southland. You know what we do each weekday at 2:45. What's up, fool? And we've been very excited that What's Up, Fool is made possible by our friends at Dos Hombres. In fact, we've got a special guest voice. Take it away, guest voice.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
Look at that. How do I follow that? I don't. So I simply say, take it away, Corporate Greg.
Thanks, Morales. All right,
Pepe's in here dancing. Do you see him?
Pepe's always dancing.
Yeah.
He's so happy all the time.
He is happy.
Except when he's talking to us.
Yes.
So free.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Greg. Maybe to you, but not to everybody.
Not to everybody.
What about me?
To which part?
Well, you don't count.
Yes, you don't count.
Okay.
All right, Bergman.
Take it
All
away,
right,
Greg.
Thank you, Pepe. Free agent guard Taylor Horton. Shams Charania put this out earlier. Free agent guard Taylor Horton Tucker has agreed to a partially guaranteed deal with the Chicago Bulls. Now, that's not the important part. Is this the worst decision that the Lakers have made in the last 10 years, keeping Taylor Horton Tucker over signing Alex Caruso?
And I'm saying this as someone who supported the move at the time. The worst decision the Lakers have made the last 10 years was the Russell Westbrook trade. They gave up on Kyle Kuzma. They gave up on KCP. And they brought in Russ, who I love, but just didn't fit. Square peg, round hole. That was worse, Greg, than what you're describing.
But this is
still bad.
This is disastrous. This is a terrible, terrible, terrible decision. Not keeping Caruso.
Right, but not as bad as... I mean, that
Not
was
as
part
bad,
of the
but
plan.
Maybe I should have phrased it differently.
Is it
but
the second most disastrous move that
this
they've
was
made in
terrible.
the last decade?
It was terrible.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Letting Pau Gasol walk for nothing was not great.
Right. MT, what about you?
Yeah, they should have kept Caruso.
Yeah.
And now Caruso's going to play for Oklahoma City,
man, it's
and
tough.
we're going to have to face him
Yep.
maybe in the playoffs.
First team all defense.
That's one of the worst, really.
One of the worst.
Yeah.
Pepe confirms it.
Thank you, Pepe.
What's up, fool?
I guess.
Pepe just can't win. Pepe just can't win.
What do you want me to say?
I'm on Team Pepe.
Regarding the
Add a
Lakers,
little bit more Pepe.
I can tell you I can tell you what's worse. I mean, like Portland not getting Larry Bird, and I talk about this all the time, and they got this guy over here.
Why you got to bring that up?
Yeah, what is that?
People forgot about that.
Well, because I'm talking about
just wanna rip
wrong
on
decisions.
Yes. Wrong decisions.
What did Bird ever do?
All right, guys, Bet ESPN sent out this stat yesterday that I thought was pretty interesting. So QBs drafted number 1 overall, so this year Caleb Williams, are 0-14-1 in the last 22 seasons. So none of them have won their opening game, per se. The last one to win was David Carr, 2002. Now, the Bears are favored, so they're not the underdog here. Do you think that Caleb could be the first one in 22 years to get that opening weekend win as a QB1?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think the Bears are going to win.
I think the Bears will win. You're the only one that's picking against them, I think, Brian.
I think so. You know, I mean, but is there anything to that stat that number 1 QB has never won, or the last 22 years have never won that opening game?
Yeah, that is odd.
That is odd.
Yeah.
That's a trend.
Yeah.
22 years is a definite trend.
But he'll win Sunday.
All right, he's hurt there. All right, so I got another one from Bet ESPN. The NFL MVP odds came out. A little surprising, a few things here.
All right, can I guess?
Yeah, I got the first 5.
Okay, Mahomes is 1.
Mahomes is 1. He's the favorite.
Josh Allen's on there.
He is second.
You think Lamar's on there, Mace?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, gotta be.
Lamar is out of the top 5.
Wow.
That was
Okay,
one of the things I
that's
found
our first
surprising.
strike.
Okay.
Is Tyreek Hill too big of a reach?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
McCaffrey.
Yeah, how about Christian McCaffrey?
Well, that was part of my question here. McCaffrey's the first non-quarterback at 19th on the list.
Oh, so the first 18 are all quarterbacks.
First 18 all quarterback.
Whoa.
Lamar, last year's MVP.
All right, I'm
going
to take a flyer here. Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow is actually the third. Yes.
Okay.
Third favorite.
So we've
what
got
are we missing?
We've got Mahomes, Josh Allen,
missing
and
4 or
Burrow.
5.
We're missing 4 and 5.
Myles Garrett.
No, not
MVP.
MVP.
Quarterback was number 19.
Hey, do you think Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts.
All right, we'll try
Hurts was
Jalen
5.
Hurts.
Yeah.
All right, so we just need number 4.
Number 4
Who we
favorite for
missing?
MVP.
It's not Dak, is it?
Yeah.
Goff.
Circling
Jared
around
Goff?
the country.
That's not a bad guess, Pepe.
Not Goff. It was somebody who won a different award last year. Maybe a little hint there.
CJ.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers?
No, it's CJ Stroud.
CJ Stroud.
CJ
yeah,
Stroud.
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, that boy's good.
Yep.
So I also got so the first 18 all quarterbacks here.
All quarterbacks? The first 18?
First 18 all quarterbacks. CMC is plus 50,000 for the first non-QB. The last 2 non-quarterbacks to win are pretty much running backs. If you're going to go non-QB, it's all running backs. A wide receiver has never won MVP. What do you think has
Jerry
to happen?
Rice never won.
Never won MVP. There's been a bunch of offensive player of the years, and now that we're going more towards the passing game. But is a wide receiver ever going to be able to win MVP, or is that quarterback? If some receiver goes for 2,000 yards, isn't that QB still going to get it over the receiver?
I thought you could make a case for Cooper Kupp 2-3 years ago when he had that monster Triple Crown season that he could have won MVP. Who won MVP that year? Do you remember? Was it Aaron Rodgers or somebody?
Must have been, yeah.
But don't you think you could have made the argument for Cooper Kupp?
Absolutely, you could have.
When he went full
It's
Triple
hard
Crown?
to make any case that is going to supersede a quarterback.
Yeah, most valuable position in sports.
It's the most valuable position. It's the leader of the team. If you're a good team and it's your quarterback, he's a huge reason for it. So yeah, I think it's unlikely that a non-quarterback wins most valuable player.
By the way, Lamar Jackson is 852 yards away from passing somebody for the most rushing yards ever for a quarterback. Who is it?
For a quarterback?
Yeah.
Well, Steve Young didn't play long enough.
No.
Not Steve Young.
And Michael Vick didn't play long
Yes.
enough.
Michael Vick is the answer.
Really?
Okay,
I thought he
there
already
you go.
passed
Michael
him.
Vick, number 1.
Oh.
Cam Newton, number 2. Russell Wilson. No, it can't be Russell Wilson.
How about Randall Cunningham?
Didn't play
He
long.
didn't play long.
He played, but he was up and down.
No, Russell Wilson is number 3. And
Okay.
Lamar's number 4.
Yeah, but number 3 is like, what, 4,000?
No,
3,000?
Michael Vick, 6,100. Cam Newton, 5,600. Russell Wilson, 5,300. Lamar, 5,258.
Huh.
So Lamar probably at the end of this season will be the number 1 rushing quarterback in NFL history.
Well, they got to let him keep using his legs. They're trying to turn him into Peyton Manning.
What's up, Foo?
All right, guys. So I think, John, you sent this yesterday, and I had a little more on it. But Caleb Williams has come out and said that he watches the Kobe Bryant Muse documentary at least once a year. And he's already said, in this quote, he said he's already watched it this year to get, that mentality. He watches it for the Mamba mentality. And he even takes notes on the documentary and has timestamps of certain quotes that he goes back and listens to periodically in his notes app. So it got me kind of thinking, is there one, documentary, movie, show that you go back and watch specifically just to get you in the mood, to get you going? Is there something you're watching? Is there a football movie, something that you're like, oh, it's that time, I need to watch this to get that mentality?
Something to get you going, a movie, a TV show.
To fire you up.
Documentary.
Fire me
Yeah.
up, a documentary.
Like Caleb watches the Kobe thing to get that Mamba mentality.
Sometimes, if I'm not feeling it and Michael and I have a game, I'll go back and watch the last 3 minutes of Kobe's career. Because the one we play every year on Kobe Day. Just because that gets me in the mood to, I say, okay, you gotta pick it up a little bit here.
Right.
Of course.
So that's one for me.
For me, what can I tell you? I think he's the best player, best basketball player and person that I ever saw.
Yeah.
Kobe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if there is something that I watched.
There's a couple of
that pumped me
sports
up.
movies that if they come up along, I never skip them. One is Miracle.
Miracle's great.
The movie
Brooks.
about the 1980 Olympic hockey team.
The Natural was on yesterday at the gym. That's a great movie.
Yeah, another one I do is if Any Given Sunday is on, I watch that
We
too.
fight for that inch.
On this team, we fight for that inch.
That's right.
And I think if you look around, you'll see the guy next to you. We'll fight with you.
And Hoosiers is also another good.
Yeah, Hoosiers
is good. Yeah.
I'll make it.
All you got to do is, who's the guy who said, if we die, we die? Just tune into that.
Oh, Matt Rule.
Matt Rule.
That's all you need
If
to
we
hear.
die, we die.
There you go.
There we go.
By the way, playing Dion this week.
That's right, yeah.
If we die, we die.
That's
gotta love
Nebraska, right? Or
Yeah,
Nebraska.
Nebraska, exactly.
Yeah, Colorado at Nebraska.
What's up, Foo?
I got one more college one here for you on that topic. So I want your opinion and see if this is petty or not. So Western Kentucky is going to be taking on Eastern Kentucky, so a state rival this Saturday. And Western Kentucky has a tradition of doing the whiteout games.
Okay.
And Eastern Kentucky has exercised their rule to wear white as the visiting team, not allowing Western Kentucky to have their scheduled whiteout game.
I like
this
it.
is a little petty, or is this a little gamesmanship?
It's both.
What's wrong with
petty? It's a lot of petty,
Petty's
and I
fun.
love it.
Yeah, I love petty.
Oh, yeah.
I like it, too.
The Cowboys do this, too. The Cowboys wear white whenever they're allowed to. In other words, so that's why you hardly ever see them in their blue jerseys. And a lot of teams just stick it to them to force them to wear the blue jerseys. Like when they go to Washington to play the Redskins, because most teams wear dark at home.
Yeah.
Except for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
They wear white at home, so other teams sometimes will go light at home just to stick it to the Cowboys and make them wear dark blue.
That's what I got for you today.
That's where we got. All right, coming up next, I got a question, kind of a personal question I want to ask you guys. Coming up next. I think it'll be interesting. And then
we love delving into your life.
And then it's really not, well, it's a little bit about my life. Plus, if 10 married guys are at a bachelor party, we'll save this for just the right moment.
Okay.
How many would get involved in some hijinks?
Okay.
We'll do that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It has finally arrived. Week 1 of the NFL season. And the Los Angeles Rams are ready to open the year on prime time. It's a playoff rematch as Stafford returns to Detroit again.
This time for Sunday Night Football.
Coverage kicks off
Sunday
at 3:15 p.m. with a Rams countdown to kickoff.
Kickoff at 5:15.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your LA Rams.
Rams, Lions.
The Rams play here, 710 ESPN.
Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. You'll get a maximum tax deduction and a vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Paid for by Cars for Kids.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon. Don't forget, tonight at 7 p.m., the season premiere of Rams All Access with JB Long, the voice of the Rams, and Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr, who's got a new show premiering Monday. But tonight, Rams All Access, 7 o'clock. They'll get you ready for Week 1 Sunday Night Football right here on your home of the Rams, 710 ESPN. Right now, more of Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon NFL kickoff night.
All right, playing Gnarls Barkley Crazy there. So Michael Thompson's here and Pepe's here. I'm playing this in their honor. Crazy.
Loco Pepe, that's for you.
It is National Shrink Day.
Oh.
So, Michael, have you been personally to a shrink?
No, I know that people need them, but I never needed one. We all go through. Well, we all
That's
go
one
through
man's
emotions
opinion.
and different.
You need an
stages.
outside opinion.
Well, exactly, but I never thought I needed one. If I felt a little depressed or down or something about that, I just think of people who are worse off than me, and I snap out of it.
You probably went to a mechanic instead of a shrink.
That's right.
Thinking there was a shrink.
Yeah. Right. Pepe, what about you?
No.
Never.
No.
Again,
Why do you need to go?
Unexamined life.
Really? What do you need to examine you for?
Well, first of all, I mean, it's really important for me because I deal with mental health issues all the time. So that's part of it.
Yeah.
But the other thing is I like to see check and see how I'm thinking. Like sometimes I do stupid, rash things. And sometimes before I do them, I can talk to my shrink and say, what would you think if I did this? Would this make sense? So it's like an outside voice.
Why don't you talk to your significant other or a close family member?
I do.
Oh,
but again, somebody who is a trained professional is what I need. Now, Ireland, you also are not a shrink guy.
No, never been. I wouldn't mind going, though.
Why?
I'd be there. I'd be there for a long time.
Why? You got a lot of issues?
Oh, yeah. But
am I the only one who's been shrunk?
I think so.
Bergman, have you been shrunk?
I have absolutely been shrunk.
Brian, have you been shrunk?
I have not.
Oh, Bergman, you have been shrunk.
Yes, I absolutely have. Yeah.
What's the most valuable lesson you learned from getting shrunk?
Just to let the small things kind of just go by.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
You got to go talk to somebody about
right,
that.
but it's a much deeper thing, but this was just like the gist of it, I guess.
Yeah, the gist of it.
I am not a shrink to just give you the actual.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Yeah.
No, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a positive thing. If you're having any issues, I've done a lot of work with the LA County Department of Mental Health. Definitely go see somebody if that's what's going on for you right now. But yeah, I think a shrink is a good thing. National Shrink Day.
And I agree with you. And
so how
if
come
I
you
have
never
to
been?
go, I'll go.
You never been depressed, Pepe?
Yeah, but
So why didn't you go when you were depressed?
No, because the depression goes away when I drive and I see how beautiful everything is.
That's right. Exactly.
All right, so we got this interesting story that came up. There is a story out of Australia about.
Oh, this is a good question for Michael.
About a radio host who was surprised by the answer given by her fellow co-hosts.
Right, so
when it comes to
there's a show in Australia called the Kyle and Jackie O Show, and it's Jackie O's a woman.
Yes.
Jackie Onassis? I thought she was dead.
It could be.
Not that Jackie O.
Oh.
And so they asked if 10 men attended a bachelor party, how many would do something that their girlfriends or wife would consider inappropriate? So, Pepe, what do you think? If 10 men were at a bachelor party, how many of the 10 would do something inappropriate?
3.
Michael, what do you think?
10.
The answer is 10.
The answer is
3,
10.
Pepe.
Yeah.
You're at a boring bachelor
Pepe,
party.
men are dogs.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. I've been to tons of bachelor parties. I've never slept with a stripper.
You never got a lap dance?
No.
Really? Didn't
Well,
lap
it
dance
depends.
you?
Not even on my own.
It depends what the definition of inappropriate is. Like, for example, is a lap dance, does that fall into the category of inappropriate,
Yes.
or is that just harmless fun?
I think it is. Having another woman grind all over you and you got your fiance at home? What if your
But
fiance...
if I don't do anything, then it really doesn't matter.
No,
Right.
not for you. No, that's
No, would you consider a lap dance inappropriate, Ireland? Would Lisa consider a lap
No,
dance?
she wouldn't care.
She wouldn't care.
No.
So,
But I don't want to do like when Sliwa and I went to that strip club for a bit.
Yeah.
All we did was we got taken to the hoop.
Would you care
The
if
girls
Lisa,
just kept hitting us up for money.
Right,
We kept
but
giving
if-
it to them.
Would you care if Lisa went to Thunder Down Under and some guy was throwing his junk in front of her face?
Does she leave immediately after it's over?
No, she's staying with the girls for the night. Just having a good time.
No, but I mean, does it have?
does
an
she wind up
epilogue?
down under?
No, she doesn't go
Yeah.
sleep with the guy.
But does she do anything with
No,
the
the guy's just throwing his
Then
junk
I
in
have
her
no
face.
issue with it.
You wouldn't care.
Yeah, let her have her fun.
Pepe, would you like Liz to do that?
No,
Would Liz do it?
I don't think so.
No, don't think so. Bergman, you've been to bachelor parties.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anything inappropriate ever happen?
No, I never did anything inappropriate. I had friends that did things that were inappropriate.
Yeah, I have one of my best
I have
friends.
friends that have done appropriate things
One
too.
of my best friends, when I was the best man in his wedding.
Yep.
And this goes back to my theory that most of my friends who got married in their 20s didn't last.
Yeah.
And the guys who waited better. So my friend hooked up with the stripper at his own bachelor party, and his marriage was over.
Let's
in 2
ask
years.
BC. BC, you getting married, right?
Yeah,
Your
that's
fiance.
true.
Yeah.
Would you want your fiance to have a stripper?
Would you trust Allison to do whatever she wanted at the party as long as she comes home to you when it's over?
I would trust her, yeah.
But would you like the guy throwing his junk in her face?
I don't think I'd like it, but I understand the situation.
Yeah, I mean,
if
I don't
it's
wanna
a
see
one-time
it
kind of
necessarily.
bachelorette
But
party,
what
yeah.
would you venture out if you were at a bachelor party?
Oh, no, I wouldn't cross the line. Is that what you're... No.
But
No,
Michael,
you
I
would
don't
not cross the
understand
line.
your
No, no.
answer of 10. Because if you were at the bachelor party, I don't think you would do anything.
Well, I wouldn't go if that was the kind of bachelor party. I'd say if you're gonna have dinner, I'd go. But if I'm gonna go, I know strippers are gonna be there. That's not for me.
Did
I'm not into
Trace
that.
have a bachelor party?
No, he wouldn't do that either.
He didn't even have a bachelor party.
No, he wouldn't do that. And if he did, he wouldn't do that.
Was one of his brothers his best man?
No, because they were busy. They were playing basketball when he got married. But
Okay.
no, because it was a
Has
small
anybody
ceremony.
here ever had a Michael? When was your last lap dance?
I never had one.
Never.
I've never
Anybody
been to
here
a
ever have a lap dance?
Never.
Bergman?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Sue and I, when we went there, those
Did you
girls-
get a lap dance?
Yeah, but we tried to talk them out. They just go, let me dance for you, and you can decide after it's over if you want to pay me. Well, we had to pay them.
Yeah, right. At that point.
They knew exactly how to get money out of our wallets.
Yeah, when I was in years and years ago, when I was in Europe for one of the first times, I was in Athens, and so I'm walking down the street, minding my own business, and some guy says, "Would you like free champagne?" I'm like,
free champagne?
I'm new to town. I'll have some free champagne. So I walk into this bar, and I am surrounded by women. And so they pour me champagne, then they pour champagne for all the women. And at the end, and I'm like, finally, all right, I mean, I'm in the wrong crowd here. This is not my scene. And at the end of the night, I had to pay for all the champagne that was poured for all the women while I was there.
How much was it? Because there is nothing free.
Right.
You're right, Pepe.
My champagne was free. They charged me for everybody else's.
Right. That could have been a $10,000 bottle of
Could
champagne.
have been. Thankfully, it was not.
How much
but
was it?
It did set me back. I know it's been
so.
Hey,
years.
Brian.
Okay.
Brian, I got a question for Brian.
Yeah. Yes,
you
sir.
you could choose Mason or Ireland to throw you a bachelor party. Who do you choose?
That's a good question. I think I might have to go Mace just because he's going to have the weed factor.
There's not the weed. That's the wrong answer. Ireland is the right answer.
But I would spend more money on it than Mace would.
Oh, okay.
Well, you have more money than Mace does.
But yeah, and I would spend it on Brian.
Yeah.
So
oh no, John going to a strip club too. He might have a good time.
Yeah. And I would take you to a high end place. Mace would take you to a dive.
No, he would take you to a high end place. I will take you to a high place.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we mentioned a couple of times today that the Chiefs play the Ravens tonight.
Yes.
Greg, when's that kick? Like 5 o'clock?
5:20.
Yeah.
Okay.
5:20.
So.
Right. Not that we're keeping track.
No,
5:20.
No, that's
So
right.
tomorrow night is Packers-Eagles in Brazil.
In Brazil, yeah.
So Josh Jacobs, who has been the leading rusher for the Raiders for the past several years, left the Raiders and signed as a free agent with the Packers. Did you see where he came out this week and he said the Chiefs offered him more money than the Packers, but he couldn't stomach signing with the team that was the Raiders' rival for the first 5 years. It was ingrained in his head to hate the Chiefs. So he signed with the Packers instead. Michael, is that admirable or short-sighted for Jacobs not to sign for the most money with the Chiefs?
It's kind of admirable, huh, Pepe? I mean, he's still going to make some decent money with the Packers, but it's kind of admirable. I mean, Rick Fox was a Celtic. He signed with the Lakers. So, he put aside his Celtic.
Pepe, if I'm a free agent, I'm going to the place that gives me, number one,
money.
the Chiefs are the favorites to win the Super Bowl, and they're going to pay me the most money. Give me the Chiefs.
But in that division, I noticed that every person that goes from one team hates really bad the other three teams. Really bad.
Yeah.
If you're a Raider, you hate the Chiefs, you hate the Chargers,
Broncos,
Denver, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Of my friends, you know.
I would have a hard time going to work for the 49ers.
That's right.
If they offered you the most money and it gave you the best chance to win the Super Bowl?
I'd stay here for less money than if they offered me a job in San Francisco if I had to be a Niners fan.
Yeah, Arlen.
I did that once. I got offered a bunch of money to go to Detroit.
Yep.
And I turned it down to stay in San Diego because I didn't want to move to Detroit.
If the Celtics called you and said, we want you to work with Cornbread Maxwell, we'll double your salary.
Oh, that's a good question.
What do you do, Ireland?
Double your salary.
That's right, because you're good enough to do it. He's thinking. He's considering it, Pepe.
Yep.
If it was anybody, I'm going to steal a line from Dr. Buss.
Yeah.
That is.
If it was anybody but the Celtics.
That is a very easy question.
I
If they
can't go
do
to
it
work
me,
for the
I said no.
Celtics.
And before they finished
By the way,
asking the question, I said no.
Sean Grandy, the guy who has that job, is really good. And those two, Grandy and Cedric Maxwell, are like me and you. They have like tons of fun on the air. They goof around. They're great guys.
Yeah.
I couldn't work for the Celtics. Jerry West told me once that he didn't even own anything green.
Yeah, that'd be real, yeah.
He said, I don't wear green ever.
That'd be too
because
odd.
he couldn't do it.
Yeah. Strange.
Hey, by the way, this just came in 49 minutes ago. USC has retired Caleb Williams, number 13.
Wow. Well, he was a Heisman winner.
And it
normally
will be,
if you win the Heisman, they do
it
that
will be
for you.
displayed alongside Reggie Bush's number 5
By the
starting
way,
tomorrow night at the Coliseum.
So did Reggie get his Heisman back?
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
He
so that's
did.
why he's in the Heisman commercials now.
He is. He's
Yeah, that's
allowed
funny.
in the Heisman house. He was banned from the Heisman house
By
for
the
a
way,
couple
did
of
he
years.
actually send the Heisman back, or did he keep it and they just didn't recognize it?
I don't know the answer to that.
Because I wouldn't have sent it back. I'd have kept that sucker. Tucker.
Did you keep it?
Yeah.
We saw a story about, John, you sent a story about where Caleb Williams keeps his Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, he keeps it on a card table in between two Legos. Isn't that kind of a disappointment? Didn't you think he'd have it somewhere?
Two Legos?
He builds Legos. He likes Legos.
Lego projects on each side.
Well, I guess he can look at it every day, I guess, kind of instead of hiding it away.
By the way, have any of you guys seen Manningcast the musical?
Yes.
Let's do that next.
Okay, we'll do that coming up next for you. In the meantime, don't forget it's Trojan Ticket Thursday on 710 ESPN. Keep on listening all day long for your cue to call. When you hear it, be caller number 7. You win a pair of tickets for SC's home opener Saturday night under the lights as the Trojans take on Utah State. Saturday's game presented by Coke Zero Sugar. Enjoy Coca-Cola with zero sugar and fight on. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Is the official game day snack of the Lakers. These are mouth-watering Korean snacks or meals, and you can have them ready in minutes. You just throw all this stuff in your freezer. Keep it stocked with BBGO, Korea's #1 food brand. It's making the whole world more delicious. They like to say minimum effort, maximum flavor. Now, I get mine at Ralph's, but you can get them at any major grocery store in the freezer aisle. If you've never had BBGO before, start with BBGO Mandu. Mandu. They're the largest, juiciest dumplings in the market. And you can't go wrong. I've had BBGO in my freezer for 2 years now. It's the best. Every day is the day to live delicious with BBGO, the official game day snack of the Lakers.
You never have to miss a...
This is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr. You know I have quite the history at ESPN LA, going all the way back to the mid-2000s when I did that weekday show on the station. Then I escaped to St. Louis. Then I came back when the Rams came back. It's been amazing to be a part of the Rams broadcast team since 2016 and on the station sitting in for all the shows. But it's an honor to get to be a part of LA's mega sports station starting 5 days a week. Coming up on Monday. Don't miss the debut of the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. Monday, 9 a.m. Be there.
All they do, day in and day out, is go to homes and find leaks. Their state-of-the-art equipment allows them to visually and acoustically inspect your pipes to find that stubborn leak that's constantly flowing. It can be anything from a failing toilet to a burst pipe in your slab. You don't even know it existed. They have ample amounts of experience from water damage restoration to general construction and plumbing that, when combined, allows them to master the art of leak detection. They do non-destructive leak detections, which means they're not going to open or damage the structure of your home. Their equipment is advanced enough to listen to the exposed surfaces and indicate where the leak is occurring. They are widely used by homeowners, property managers, and even realtors to inspect pressurized water systems to make sure they're intact and functioning with no leaks. Call Omer at the Waterboy Leak Detection today, 818-518-5055. Visit thewaterboyinc.com. That's the Waterboy Leak Detection at 818-518-5055. Talk to Omer. He's going to take good care of you at The Waterboy. Visit thewaterboyinc.com.
When your job demands more than just hard work, trust Timberland Pro, the brand that defines superior comfort, performance, and durability. Built on a legacy of craftsmanship, Timberland Pro provides boots and apparel that stand up to the toughest challenges. Our products are as resilient as the skilled men and women who wear them. From the workshop to the job site, Timberland Pro is there with you every step of the way, blending innovation with time-tested quality. Discover why professionals choose Timberland Pro. Always do, never done. Visit timberlandpro.com or your local Timberland Pro dealer.
All right, sports fans, let's talk stats. 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. And of those men, many will experience bladder leaks. That's why Depend is partnering with the Prostate Cancer Foundation to encourage getting screened. Because if caught early, prostate cancer is up to 99% treatable. I like those odds. Depend is also donating to prostate cancer research for select purchases now through November. Learn more at Depend.com. From September through November, Depend is donating 40 cents to the Prostate Cancer Foundation. For Depend shields, guards, real fit products purchased in the U.S. up to a maximum of $300,000. Void in Mississippi.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
It is Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN. Don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The #1 most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles, and we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Hey, Thursday, not just any Thursday, the NFL officially kicks off tonight, and we're all excited about that. We got Kansas City hosting Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. It is a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game, which was won by Kansas City, of course, as they went on to punch their ticket for another Super Bowl. Tonight, I was surprised to hear you come in and say you love Lamar, but he's a bum.
Yeah, I'm just so disappointed. I thought last year was his year. At home, hosting the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game, I figured, okay, if he's going to win it, this is the year to get to the Super Bowl and win it. The defense held up their end of the bargain. He didn't hold up his, and that just disappointed me so much. And yeah, I still love him, but I've lost a lot of faith in him in the playoffs.
And, of course, season starts tonight. And also this year coming back are Eli and Peyton Manning in the Manningcast. Now, I think one of the reasons the Manningcast has been a hit, this has kind of been a secret to our success. We're pretty much willing to do anything.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like, if you look over the history of our show, we're just idiots.
We've done many stupid things.
I wore a pineapple rompum once when I lost a bet.
Shaved off an eyebrow.
I had to, Bergman had me do this thing where I had to put on a bunny suit and hop everywhere I went for a whole day.
Ran through the building naked.
Yeah, I mean...
well, in underwear.
Yeah, close to naked as you're allowed to be. Yeah, like we're willing to do anything. And so, here's another example of that. They have come up with something called Manningcast the Musical. And it's basically a 10-minute video that has over 40 cameos. And when I say cameos, it's everybody. It's Bob Iger. It's Roger Goodell. It's Snoop Dogg. It's Kevin Hart. There's a musical number. I'm not making this up. There is a musical number with Andy Reid, both Harbaughs, and Sean McVay singing on stage like a barbershop quartet. Now, these guys can't sing.
No.
Matter of fact, they're terrible at it. We're going to play the opening number for you. It runs 1 minute. But the reason they're popular is because you think there's no way they're going to do this, and they do it anyway. Here's the opening number from Manningcast the Musical.
From beating up Tom to full-time Mr. Mom.
Folks make fun of your head, sell ad space there instead.
Like to make Manning face, market some Manning face maze.
You know insurance rates, but can you win a debate?
No, these aren't right for me.
And I just wanna watch TV.
Not a standard broadcast.
We'll do a Manningcast.
Something good that will last.
Just a Manningcast.
Top of the ratings and facts.
We still talking Manningcast?
Let's leave the critics again.
Oh, yes,
So,
bravo.
And it is elaborate.
Yes.
They go deep. So when
they end up like in a kick line.
Yeah. When are we doing Mason and Ireland the musical?
Mason and Ireland the musical.
That's what I want to know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's just do it.
We both have
We need someone to write it.
True on musical
Greg,
skills
did
here.
you watch the whole 10-minute Manningcast the musical
I have not
video?
yet, but I will.
Wait till
It's
all you
so
got to do
fun.
is type in Manningcast the musical and it'll pop up in a Google search.
Yeah.
The amount of people that they got to be in this thing will stun you.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I mean, like every minute. So Justin Tucker sings opera.
Yep.
It's just, it's so, you're so surprised by who keeps showing. Jason Kelsey's in it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
really fun. It's really fun.
Funny.
Maybe we can have Jeremiah Whitten write us a musical.
Oh, Jeremiah Whitten is the guy.
Boy, that dude could do it.
That's probably the guy, right?
He can definitely do it because obviously both John and I are musically gifted.
Well,
yeah, of course.
Yes,
well, we're more
both of
gifted
you.
than Peyton and Eli.
Yeah, we actually are better than Peyton. Oh, come on.
You heard that song. Come on, man. You don't think Mason and I could be better than that?
They carried a tune. Mason
You don't think I can carry a tune? I can absolutely carry a
Mason
tune.
has sung the national
I sing the
anthem
national
in
anthem.
many events.
I challenge Eli and Peyton to sing the national anthem. It's
All right,
probably the toughest
let's
song
get
to
on
sing.
it. Let's get him
Call
on there.
him
And
up.
you guys can sing show tunes against each other.
Yeah.
Well, you know who would come on? It would be part of ours, part of Mason and Ireland the musical, and he sings like Barry White. He's a really good singer.
I don't know.
James Worthy.
Oh, James Worthy'd be great.
You ever heard Worthy sing, Michael?
Oh, yeah, he's got a
he used
great
to sing in
baritone.
church,
Yeah.
and he's got this really deep voice, and he would do it.
And
you think Jimmy Jam would do it?
Oh, Jimmy
He
Jam
might.
would be in.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Jam could.
You
I
sing
want one.
Pepe.
I want one song in
Pepe, if we
Spanish
do
for
it, you
Pepe.
got to be in it.
Yeah, in Spanish, I'll do it. No
Yeah.
problem. Yeah.
Well, a love song.
You
Pepe
know,
needs a love
You
song in
know
Spanish.
what the Manning thing is called? Entertainment.
Right.
That's what people want.
Yes.
Entertainment.
Yep. I agree with Pepe. I'm pro entertainment.
Yeah.
Bergman, what about you? Are you pro entertainment?
I am pro entertainment.
There
Yes.
you go.
We,
How about
we
you,
work in
Mike?
the entertainment
We're
industry.
all in agreement.
So I'm watching I just put this thing on right now. So it starts with them talking to Archie Manning and their dad. They go, "Dad, what do you think of the Manningcast?" He goes, "I've got one word for you guys. Tony."
Tony.
Yeah. and
Romo?
And that's what they think. And so they call Bob Iger.
Yeah.
And Iger's in the video and they go, "We need a Broadway theater for one night." And Iger goes, "One night, but that's it. I don't want to hear from you idiots again. If you keep bothering me, I'll give you one night." And then once they give him the one night, it goes crazy. And like, look at all these people. Here's Robin Roberts saying this is the dumbest idea they've ever come up with.
Yep.
And they called Jimmy Kimmel and they ask if they can borrow his theater, and Kimmel says, no, I'm going to get you on Broadway.
Nice.
And they hire Guillermo to be their security
Yep.
guard, and
But
he
you know,
falls asleep.
but
Hey,
you know,
Look who just
DeMarco
rolled in.
Farr's there.
DeMarco Farr, Super
Looking
Bowl
like $1
champion
million
DeMarco Farr.
bucks.
yeah, look at you, man. Look at
Was it picture day?
yeah,
Nice.
class day, school
And you
day.
wore your Super Bowl ring for
Hey,
picture day. I would too.
DeMarco, you would be in Mason and Ireland the musical if we did it, wouldn't you?
Of course I would.
Yeah, you'd be
Absolutely.
perfect for
What
it.
are your musical skills like? Can you sing?
I can play drums. You know that.
Have you
He's
seen-
a fine
Hey,
drummer.
I
What
can play
was-
drums.
Have you seen this thing they did?
Yeah.
It's 10 minutes long, and it's got everybody from Kevin Hart to Roger Goodell to Jimmy Kimmel to Guillermo. It's 10 minutes long, and they do like 4 musical numbers.
No, I haven't seen
And,
this.
and
no.
it is spectacular, and Mason and I are very jealous.
But you know who they missed though? Who should have been in like the barbershop quartet? Who would have made it perfect? Because it's so totally against his persona or his image to go out and have a good time and make fun of himself. Bill Belichick.
Oh my God,
Oh,
that would've been
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
That would've
And
been
He's
funny.
at the very end of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He's in it, right?
Yeah,
he's Belichick.
Belichick said it? Okay.
Yeah,
But he should have been singing or something with the
Yeah.
quartet or something.
So
Well, you know-
DeMarco's starting officially Monday.
Yes, excited, man. Yes.
You're back to the daily grind.
Trav
Right
and
when you
DeMarco.
thought you were out, they
They
pull
pull
you
me
back
back
in.
in.
DeMarco,
Right.
I'm glad you're here, DeMarco. You got to clear up something
Look
for me
at
because
that, Michael. Livy Dunn's in it.
oh yeah, that's some good people, great good A-listers they got in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Something that bothers me that I don't understand every time I watch a football game.
Go ahead.
DeMarco, explain this rule to me because when you go out of bounds, the clock is supposed to stop, right?
Yes.
Now, sometimes I see a guy get hit in bounds. The momentum takes him out of bounds. The play is over, and the clock keeps running.
Easy.
Why is that?
Easy. If I knock you backwards,
sometimes they're going forwards, and they go out of bounds after the contact.
If I knock you sideways or backwards, they keep the clock running. That's a defensive win.
Oh,
if you're trying to make it out of bounds, right? If I knock you backwards, clock keeps running. If
I step out of bounds,
even if you
ended the play with a tackle,
right, inbounds, and I knock you out going backwards,
keep
the
sideways.
clock running.
But if you go forward,
the
clock
stops. That means you went out on your own.
That's been confusing me for years. I don't get this. Sometimes the clock stops, sometimes it doesn't.
You don't get a lot of things.
Right. That's why I asked the market to explain it to me.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, do you understand my take on Lamar now? I still love him.
Jackson?
He's still my favorite football player.
Look at this, DeMarco.
Yeah.
This is Brian Daboll, Sean McVay, Mike McDaniel.
Oh, my God.
And both Harbaughs singing in a barbershop quartet. How did they get these dudes to do this?
They're not there at the same time together, right?
No,
this
they
is
are.
CGI.
It looks like they're together.
They're all there?
They shot it in
Wow.
They shot it in July in a theater. And like Goodell hates it, and he's on the phone the whole time saying, "We got to pull the plug on these morons."
That is funny.
And it's great.
Now, we were talking about musicals. Did you know, Ireland, Michael, Pepe, that DeMarco Farr of the Travis and DeMarco show premiering on Monday,
correct,
is a classically trained drummer?
Yes,
really?
Jazz drummer.
Way
back when.
And he was the drummer for a band called Asp.
Yes.
And Asp
ASS?
was a very ASP, like a snake, Asps. So he
reliving my childhood.
When Asp came along, I mean, that must have been a big band for
we
you,
had
right?
a shot.
Yeah.
What was the biggest gig you ever played?
We never really played again. We had a lead singer that never sang.
Why would you name a group that ASP when you know what they're going to call you?
Great answer to this. Remember the Indiana Jones Raiders of the Lost Ark?
Yeah.
Remember the snakes at
the Asp.
They were Asp.
Yeah.
So we thought it was cool.
So,
Sounds tough. Let's name the band Asp, right?
You know how Jimmy Buffett used to have parrot heads that would come to all of his concerts, you know, like the parrot heads? When you guys were playing, you had the Asp heads.
We did.
Yeah.
We had a few. Yes.
So
can you guys get on a drums kit right now and just riff?
I can still play. Scott is coming down. Scott Morris. Mason found my guitarist, Scott Morris.
Yeah, we did.
Yes, and we talked to him on the air. He's coming down for a game. I think.
Still no recordings, though.
No. He said he's going to bring all the cassette tapes he has, and it's on one to those things.
Why would you give it up? Why wouldn't you keep playing in a group or something just for the fun of it?
Football took over.
Yeah,
and we went to different high schools.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about now? Can't you get a bunch of guys together? And
he's coming down. We're going to jam.
Didn't you hear that? You know what, Michael? You're worse than a trombone player with short arms.
Short-armed trombone player.
And if you
exactly
need a singer,
right.
You need a singer. Mace can sing.
I can absolutely sing.
We're trying to get ready
Ireland
for the Mandy's.
I can sing. But that's why we're doing Mason and Ireland the musical.
See, we're trying to get ready for the Mandy's. So
we're doing
play.
it for real.
Yes,
We got to keep up with the Manningcast.
Yes.
There you go.
Now,
So, there's a part of this where Archie Manning's sitting in the crowd and he goes, I just wanted them to invite you on stage, Tony. And I was thinking Tony Romo was going to show up. It's Robert Downey Jr. and he looks at Archie Manning and he goes, "My name is Robert."
What are they promoting?
Look at this. Michael Bublé's in it.
The Manningcast.
Oh, the Manningcast.
It's a 10-minute promotion.
Wow.
For the Manningcast.
Yeah, those guys have fun.
Yeah,
and
big time.
and they get everybody in this thing. Justin Tucker singing opera.
No way.
Yeah, it's great.
Now, by the way, do you take my? Am I being harsh on Lamar when I say I've lost faith in him on his playoffs?
No, look, he's got to get over the hump, just like Peyton Manning. Remember, he couldn't win the big one in college and whatnot until he did. So, but I can't wait to see what he and Derrick Henry look like in the same backfield.
How old is Henry now?
Henry
31.
Is he 31?
Yeah, I think
he's on
I
the
looked
wrong
at that
side
last
of 30,
night. Yeah,
but he's still a hammer. He was still bringing it last year, even with loaded boxes.
He's still capable of getting 1,500 yards.
You got him and Henry in the backfield. I mean, how do you cover that? You've got to commit some resources to stopping the run.
But haven't they tried to take Lamar's legs away from him?
They have, but now they got Henry in there. That changes a lot.
Now, Lamar came out today and said he didn't have his legs in the AFC Championship game last year, and it would have been a completely different game plan if he was 100%.
That's the only knock I have about quarterbacks like Lamar that use their legs a lot. I mean, how much do you have left? Same thing with LaDainian. By the time he got to the playoffs, he was just about done because of the regular season. So,
but running backs like LaDainian took a lot more hits than Lamar has taken hits.
Lamar takes a lot. Lamar puts himself in danger a lot.
Yeah, but at the same time that he's talking about what he's going to do, the other team is also listening to him. Okay, so they're going to make the adjustments for these two guys in the backfield.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what Spags does.
Yeah.
Spags is first up to see who stops Derrick Henry and Lamar plus 3 wide receivers. And that is a nightmare to try to match up against. So we'll see what happens there.
Is Xavier Worthy healthy?
Yeah, he is.
Because
he's gonna play.
He was the fastest guy,
ever
in the league right now, right?
Yeah.
So is Patrick going to air it out to him like he should do Tyreek Hill?
You know, I think Patrick can do whatever, but he actually makes his money on short passes, believe it or not.
Yeah.
He's just accurate, and you can't sack the guy. So that's the other thing.
These Bobos are all picking the Lions to beat the Rams. Am I correct? Everybody's picking the Lions to beat the Rams?
I think the Lions are looking at this as their best chance to win a Super Bowl ever.
Let me
They've
look
never
you all in
even
the eye.
been in the Super Bowl.
Lions, Bergman, Lions.
Yeah,
Lions. B,
I was on the Rams.
I'm Rams.
Rams, of course.
Lions.
Lions.
In Detroit?
Okay. In
Yeah,
Detroit.
in Detroit.
I'll go with Lions.
It's going to be raucous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, I can see why you'd pick Detroit, but I wouldn't count
Ireland
out the Rams.
says offensive line, Noah Larrick Jackson. You got to shuffle a little bit. Jonah Jackson moves to center.
What's
Steve
your
Avila moves.
And I'm
Not
worried
as bad
about
as you think.
I'm
Yeah.
worried about Aiden Hutchinson.
They did a great job on him last season. I know it says 5 pressures, 2 sacks, but one of those Stafford fell over and he just touched him. And I think he only had 2 plays that really kind of impacted the game. And when you think about this, it was so crazy. That was the wildest atmosphere I ever been involved in football, going up to Detroit. I mean, they really hated Matthew Stafford. Not one false start. Actually, Detroit had the false start.
Wow.
So they can handle these situations. So,
What's your defense look like without Aaron Donald this year?
The guy that is playing
Pepe,
center
I just asked
for-
him a question.
What?
Oh, jeez. Come on.
I asked him
You've
before
been
you.
talking.
You've been talking. It's his turn to talk.
Okay.
My time.
His
All right,
turn
well,
to
make
talk.
it a good one, Pepe.
The guy that plays center for the Rams.
You don't even know his name.
Is he back?
Steve Avila?
No, the center. Avila.
Avila. He's playing guard for this game.
They moved him
for
over.
this game?
Pay attention, Pepe.
They're going to slide Jonah Jackson in from the guard spot
You
to
didn't
center
even know that.
to play that. Yeah.
So why would you ask if you didn't even know Pepe?
Because he knows and you don't.
Well, then ask him. Don't ask me.
By the way, there was a
I
change.
was asking him. What's wrong with you?
Well, I mean, my
really.
question was better, like this.
My
DeMarco
parents showed up.
Is the
I mean, you've been talking.
How is the-
You know what?
Yeah, it's more like your two angry uncles.
You sound more and more like John Island, repeating the same question.
Oh my God.
John.
Pepe's firing
Hey,
shots.
John, wake
He's
up.
on your
Pay
side
attention.
most of the time.
Not anymore.
Oh.
Wow.
Now, how's the defense look without Aaron Donald?
A little thin. I wish you had Aaron with these guys. I wish you had Aaron Donald and Jared Verse and Fisk. I wish you had him in this mix, but they have a chance to be good, man. They're young. Chris Shula is a first-time coordinator. He's going to be aggressive. They have a chance to be really, really good.
Pepe has his hand up. Yes, recognized.
But you said that you think that Aaron is going to come back.
I did. He's
Focus
done. He admitted it. He said he's done.
Yeah.
okay.
Aaron he's finished.
And you buy that.
I do.
How's he look? Has he let himself go?
He's never been a guy that goes back. He's not one of these Brett Favre's, Tom Brady. When he says he's done, he's done.
Is he looking like Damian Woody now?
He might. I mean, look, yeah.
How do you think Brady's going to be as an analyst? I think he's going to be great. Mason thinks.
I think it's going to be boring.
Are they going to let him do his job? Can you talk to other teams now? Did they solve that issue?
By the way, I don't know the answer to that. He's not officially an owner yet, so I think he's allowed to do all the announcery kind of things.
If he's allowed to do the job the way it's supposed to be done,
Right.
production meetings talking about, he'll be great. Who knows more football than Tom Brady?
Yeah.
But if you can't talk to both teams, what's the point?
One other question about the Rams while we're going here. So originally there was conversation that Kyron Williams might return kicks. Now it sounds like Blake Corum is returning kicks. If you're I'm going to do this from a fantasy football perspective.
Okay.
How much of the workload falls to Kyron Williams and how much falls to Blake Corum?
For special teams or just running the football?
Generally running the football.
Kyron is going to run pretty much as he did last year.
Okay.
So you split those carries up between 2 and 3 guys. That will probably go to Corum. And don't forget Rivers. He's going to get some run too.
Right.
So
right.
just think of how you're constructed up front. You're big. You're mean, you're nasty from guard to guard, you're coming downhill. So you're going to have more than one running back. But this is old school, man. When they used to put your best, shiftiest guy, your running back at punt return to start the drive. So the rule was 10 yards a must or on a punt return just to get the drive started and then turn it over to your guy again.
Okay, I've got one last thing for you.
Yeah.
So we do this accountability text where you send out videos of yourself walking and all that stuff. So I noticed we were all at COSM on Sunday for the LSU USC game,
game.
Alex Michelson was there from Channel 11. Now, do you realize that you have been texting your walking to the lead anchor at Channel 11 every time you do a walk?
I had no idea.
Yes, you are.
I
You're
did.
texting.
Thank you
Alex
for telling me.
Michelson.
Keep it up.
Thank you for telling me. I did not know that. I'll keep doing it. Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm expecting they'll break news on you. Now, what are you going to do to fix this 9 a.m. to noon thing we got going on?
What do you mean? To fix it?
Is it
broken?
Trav,
We're going to hang out with Trav. We're going to have some fun. We're going to chop it up about football,
everything.
baseball, hockey, the whole nine. Walking. We're going to drive Emily crazy.
Walk talk.
Absolutely.
Everybody loves that.
Yes,
yeah.
We're going to bring the energy like we always do. So there's great parts, there's sad parts, but this is all excitement, man. I cannot wait to get back on air.
Cool. Awesome. That is Monday morning, 9 a.m., the new Travis and DeMarco show. Remember, we start at noon on Monday, and then Cappy and Shadano start at 3. Yeah, we finally got to normal time slots.
I started in radio leading into you guys.
But I'm looking at your...
It all comes back around.
Yeah. When we went on the air, was it not you and Gary Miller?
It was.
Yeah, and Gary Miller. I think you came on right before us every day.
And then 6 months later, it was just the DeMarco show.
Yeah, it was just DeMarco, exactly.
Right.
Oh, radio. What are you going to do?
Not Pepe.
Pepe, anything? No, nothing there? Okay, coming up next for you, there's a question now about whether or not Taylor Swift is actually calling any plays for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, it was suggested that she might be. Now Travis Kelce has responded.
Bring it on.
That is coming up next for you. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
This is Rams Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farrar. You know I have quite the history at ESPN LA, going all the way back to the mid-2000s when I did that weekday show on the station. Then I escaped to St. Louis. Then I came back when the Rams came back. It's been amazing to be a part of the Rams broadcast team since 2016 and on the station sitting in for all the shows. But it's an honor to get to be a part of LA's mega sports station starting 5 days a week. Coming up on Monday. Don't miss the debut of the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. Monday, 9 a.m. Be there.
Right.
Yeah. Sedano and Cap every weekday after Mason and Ireland
on 710 ESPN.
Los Angeles, you can't spell tequila without L.A. L.A. Tequila Fest is back on September 7th at L.A. Center Studios, featuring an afternoon filled with over 85 premium tequila and mezcal brands and almost 300 tasting options. Tickets at latequilafest.com. Live DJ sets, gourmet food trucks, fun, games, and did we say tequila? Visit latequilafest.com. All tickets support the Andres Maria Cardenas Family Foundation, a foundation that provides scholarships for youth seeking a higher education.
And you can join ESPN LA at Hollywood Park Casino in the Rays Lounge for a Hispanic Heritage Month celebration on Wednesday, September 11th. Sedano and Cap will be broadcasting live from 3 to 6 p.m. And then starting at 6:30 p.m., you can watch George Sedano speak with the Hall of Fame Spanish-language voice of the Dodgers, Jaime Jarrín. If you stick around at 7 o'clock, our very own Mario Ruiz will speak with LAFC defenseman Ilie Sanchez. Call 877-710-3776 right now, and caller 7 and 10 will win a pair of VIP passes. Or you can go to ESPNLA.com to try and get your passes there. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Must be 21 and older to enter. Elevate your game at Hollywood Park Casino.
Hey, everybody, it's Cap, and I want to talk to you about Prize Picks. First, I want to tell you this. Download the Prize Picks app. Use my code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. They'll match your first deposit 100% up to $100. That's the first thing I want to tell you. So, please, download the Prize Picks app. And let's all play together and let's all win together on Prize Picks. But here's what I really want to tell you. As we get ready for the football season, Prize Picks is trying to give you easy wins. I'll give you an example. Caleb Williams, for the entire month of September, every week, Caleb Williams, all he has to do is pass for 1 yard. That's it. Don't you think Caleb Williams is going to pass for more than 1 yard? Of course he is. But all he has to do is pass for 1 yard every football weekend in September for 4 weeks, and those are 4 easy W's. Let's take $10, turn it into $1,000, and let's all do it together on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use my code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, and they'll match your first deposit 100% up to $100. We're going to win together. We're going to play together on Prize Picks.
Hey, it's Travis. Accidents are devastating, and the recovery process is difficult to deal with. No one should have to face it alone. No insurance company's ever on your side. Anything you say to an insurance company can and will be used against you at any point throughout the process. Let me tell you about the law offices of Joseph S. Normand and his trusted team, and they'll treat you like family. That's why I called him when my son was in an accident. We called Joe, and he hit it out of the park. 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. That's 213-747-2000.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-687-5192. That's 800-687-5192. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-687-5192.
Hi, this is Matthew Stafford of your Los Angeles Rams. This is Mason and Ireland on your home of Rams football, 710 ESPN.
All right, so NFL season, we're a couple hours away from the start now.
Hour and a half.
Kickoff in Kansas City. 5:20 kickoff, and then tomorrow we got a game in Brazil, and then finally we get to Saturday college football, and then we got Sunday, and the Rams are on the road at Detroit on Sunday night, so it is just the best time of year. Michael Thompson hanging out, so is Pepe Mantilla. There was a report, John, from Patrick Mahomes earlier this week where he said Taylor Swift is really into it. She's probably going to design plays.
And so Travis Kelce was on Rich Eisen's show, and Eisen asked him specifically, has Taylor Swift ever designed a play in an NFL game?
Mahomes dropped this one. Is she calling plays, or is she drawing up plays, or what's happening here?
You know, she does love, she has just been so open to learning the game. She didn't know much about the rules and everything, and I think what makes her so good in her profession is that she's so detailed in every aspect of it, from the words to the music to, even the releases and the music videos and everything. She's so detailed and a part of it that I think she was just curious about the profession. And I don't think any of I know none of the plays have gotten to Coach Reed yet. But if they ever do, I'll make sure everyone knows it was her creation.
But they exist? Like there are actually something written down on a piece of paper?
She's a little biased. She's a little biased and just creates plays for me. So we'll see if they can make it to Coach Reed's his office.
So it sounds like Patrick may have been exaggerating a little bit, but she is learning the game.
Yeah, why not?
By the way, Michael had the same reaction to the 29-second NFL fire-up promo as I did, which is 5 Taylor Swift appearances in 29 seconds is overkill.
Why do you care?
Because it's not about her. It's about the players.
No, but it is about her because you're going to watch the games no matter what.
Oh, hey, Michael, she brings eyeballs like Caitlin Clark. You think she should be the MVP. Why would you not be pro Taylor here?
Caitlin's doing it on the field, on the court, in the field of action, of action.
Taylor sells out more stadiums than any NFL team.
Well, that's on her field and her field of employment.
Right,
not
right.
the NFL.
Yeah,
I don't get the uproar over Taylor Swift.
I don't think there's a lot of
more
uproar.
Taylor, the better.
I don't need it.
I just think 29 seconds 5 times is too many. There are other celebrities watch football too. Beyond Taylor.
Are we going right to Game of Games? Or
we're going to take a quick break. Then we're coming back with Game of Games next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right. Monica Madden and the people at Beverly Hills Ortho are ready for you to get your smile right. Monica is as good at this as anybody. She's a top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider, so your smile is in expert hands. They have 4 locations: Beverly Hills, Studio City, Alhambra, and downtown L.A. And she has a fantastic team, so check them out today at BeverlyHillsOrtho.com or call 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. That's 877-753-8736. 877-7-LET'S-DO-THIS. Beverly Hills Orthodontics.
DirecTV and DirecTV Stream customers, you have lost ESPN, including college football, Monday Night Football, ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, SportsCenter, and more. Take action now. Call 844-KEEP-MY-ESPN. That's 844-KEEP-MY-ESPN. Or visit keepmyespn.com. Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Play no-bus blackjack, poker, and more. Enjoy Century Bar and Grill's flavorful menu for lunch or late-night dinners. Watch your favorite teams and catch up with friends on game days. Unwind and enjoy live music and crafted cocktails at Ray's Lounge. Easy parking and access, Hollywood Park Casino, located next door to the Forum and SoFi Stadium. Park, party, and play. Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
Must be 21 and older to enter. These are approved DOJ games. Geico 004527. Geico 003871.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey guys, it's Cappy here, and let me talk to you about this issue of dealing with your homeowner's insurance. So your home floods, right? You have a big giant flood at your house, and you realize that the insurance adjuster is trying to pay you so little that you won't be able to repair the damage. That is when you call Avner Gatt. Avner Gatt is a public insurance adjuster who is on your side. Look, you can try and negotiate with the insurance company yourself. I've tried. You're going to find out very quickly it is not that simple. Avner Gatt and his team negotiate on your behalf to make sure you're getting the best possible outcome, not the insurance company. He and his team have been dealing with insurance companies for so many years. It's all they do. They've got the experience. They've got the industry know-how that you need on your side. Now, some of these folks used to work for insurance companies before they joined Avner's team, and Avner Gatt himself has 20 years of experience in this industry. Avner Gatt has one of the largest teams of professional, licensed public adjusters in California, and yes, the size is important. Avner has a unique winning recipe for handling homeowners' insurance claims. No one, and I mean no one, messes around with Avner Gatt and his team. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. 818-917-5256, or visit AvnerGatt.com. That's AVNERGAT, AvnerGatt.com. You call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256. Avner takes the call himself. Hello!
Soak up the summer in style behind the wheel of a brand new Chevy. Check out the totally redesigned 2024 Chevy Traverse, the all-electric Equinox EV, or the groundbreaking Silverado EV. With the widest selection in years, you're sure to find the right car at the right price at George Chevrolet, your 6-time Chevy Dealer of the Year. Visit them today and save on your next vehicle with hot summer offers going on now. That's George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway in Bellflower and online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland.
Game of Games.
Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time, and it is Michael Thompson's game today. We got us Pepe, Ireland, me, Brian, and Bergman all ready to play. Michael Thompson, what's the game?
Slogans. Company slogans is the game. Buzz ins and multiple choice. We'll start off with an easy one. Buzz in if you know. This show's #1 advertising supporter, the law offices of Jacob and Rami. What is Jacob and Rami's slogan? Greg.
Call Jacob.
The whole thing.
No.
3.
It's Mason.
877 call.
No. Accident or injury, call Jacob. And Ronnie, call Jacob.
Yes.
Yeah. Dang it. Come on.
Yeah.
Multiple
You had
choice.
to get that.
Yeah, I had to.
What restaurant chain
I gave it
slogan has been changed from when you're here, your family, to we're all family here?
Greg.
Which restaurant?
Greg.
Which restaurant? Chili's, Applebee's, or Olive Garden?
Brian.
Chili's.
Greg.
Olive Garden.
Mace.
Applebee's.
I'm going Applebee's. Pepe.
Olive Garden.
It is Olive Garden.
All right, so Olive Garden. Greg, you got that right?
Yep.
And
Which-
then anybody else?
Pepe.
Pepe.
Multiple choice. Which credit card company is slogan said, there are some things money can't buy, for everything else there's blank? Is it Visa, American Express, or MasterCard?
Greg.
I'm going to go MasterCard.
Mace.
American Express.
Say the saying again, Michael.
There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's blank.
MasterCard. Pepe.
MasterCard.
Brian.
I think it's MasterCard.
It is MasterCard.
It is MasterCard.
All right, so everybody but Mace.
MasterCard doesn't even exist anymore.
I have MasterCard.
I have one.
You have one?
I have MasterCard.
I have all Visas.
Multiple choice. Which car company slogan says the ultimate driving machine? BMW, Mercedes, or Porsche? The
Mace.
horse.
The ultimate driving machine is Mercedes.
This one's me. I'll say BMW. Pepe.
BMW.
Brian.
Mercedes.
Greg.
BMW.
It is BMW.
I'm terrible at this.
Multiple choice.
Accident or injury.
All right, the score is Pepe 3, Greg 3, John 2, Brian and Mace 1.
Multiple choice. Which insurance company says you're in good hands? Progressive, Allstate, or Liberty?
This one's me. I'll go Allstate. Pepe.
Allstate.
Brian.
Allstate.
Greg.
Allstate.
Even I know this one. Allstate.
It is Allstate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Multiple choice. Which office supply chain slogan is that was easy? Office Depot, Staples, or Office Max?
Pepe.
Staples.
Brian.
Staples.
Greg.
I don't think it is. I'll go Staples.
Mace.
I'm going to go Staples.
It is Staples.
It is Staples.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buzz in if you know. Which cereal slogan is Snap, Crackle, Pop? John.
Pepe.
Rice Krispies.
Yes, it is.
All right, let me go score update. Greg 5, John 5, Pepe 5, Mace 3, Brian 3.
Buzz in. Listen to the clue.
Mm-hmm.
Sounding like an NFL team in the NFC North. Which company slogan, Diamond Company slogan, is a diamond is forever?
Pepe.
Pepe.
Sales.
Who?
Sales.
No. Did you listen to the clue?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Bears.
Think of a team in the NFC North. A diamond is forever.
I'm
3,
missing one.
2,
Mason.
1. The Bears.
That's a good question, Michael.
That
The
was a good
Bears.
question.
Okay.
Ba-dum-bum.
Multiple choice. Which donut chain slogan says America runs on their donuts? Krispy Kreme, Winchell's, or Dunkin's?
Brian.
Duncan.
Greg.
You better get that. Duncan.
Mace.
Donuts, my department, Duncan.
I'll go Duncan. Pepe.
Duncan.
It is Dunkin'.
Okay.
Multiple choice. Which car company slogan says, let's go places? Hyundai, or Toyota? Honda, Toyota, or Hyundai?
Greg.
Hyundai, by the way.
Hyundai, whatever.
Hyundai.
I work with the Southern California Hyundai dealers.
All right. So Greg's saying Hyundai. Mace.
Say the slogan one more time.
Let's go places. Honda, Hyundai, or
Honda.
Toyota?
I'm with Mace. Honda. Pepe.
Honda.
Brian.
Honda.
It's Toyota.
Nobody got it.
That slogan's not working.
Multiple choice. If you have it your way, you are ordering at
Mason.
which fast
No,
food
sorry.
work chain? McDonald's, Carl's Jr.
Can I just point of information? When these buzz ones come up, there's like no warning at all.
But
No, I say buzzing.
Multiple choice.
My mind works slower than everybody else.
I'm with you, Mace. I'm totally with you. I missed the last
Have
one.
it your way. You're ordering at which food chains? McDonald's, Carl's Jr., or Burger King?
Greg.
I just wanted the last one.
Oh, Mace.
BK.
Wait, say it again, Michael.
Have it your way. McDonald's, Carl's Jr., or Burger King?
Burger King. Pepe.
Burger King.
Brian.
Burger King.
Greg.
It's BK. Yeah.
Multiple choice. It is BK.
That was Burger King, right? Okay.
Which
Pepe, John, and Greg all have 7. Brian and Mace have 5.
Multiple choice, Mace.
Okay.
Which potato chips brand slogan is bet you can't eat just one? Lay's, Ruffles, or Pringles?
Ooh,
This one's mine.
This
I
is
don't
tough.
know.
Bet you can't eat just one.
I'm going to go Pringles. Pepe.
Pringles.
Brian.
Pringles.
Greg.
It's either Lay's or Pringles. I'm going Pringles.
Mace.
I'll try Lay's.
It is Lay's.
Hey, way to go, Mace. You have 6. Pepe, John, Greg have 7. Brian has 5.
Multiple choice. Which sport drinks brand slogan is it in you, Powerade, Body Armor, or Gatorade?
Pepe.
Gatorade.
Brian.
Body Armor.
Greg.
Gatorade.
Mace.
Powerade.
I'll go Gatorade.
It is Gatorade.
Okay, Greg, Pepe, John, 8. Mace, 6. Brian, 5.
Multiple choice. Eat fresh is the slogan for which Subway sandwich brand? Jersey Mike's, Subway, or Jimmy John's?
Greg.
Subway.
Mace.
Subway.
I also think it's Subway. Pepe.
Subway.
Brian.
Subway.
It is Subway.
How many are left?
All right, let's do 3 more.
Multiple choice. The slogan, see what's next, is which streaming company's slogan? Hulu, Prime Video, or Netflix?
Pepe.
Repeat the question, please.
See what's next. Which streaming company's logo is that? Hulu, Prime Video, or Netflix?
Hulu.
Brian.
Prime Video.
Greg.
Prime Video.
Mace.
Hulu.
I'm going to go Prime.
It is Netflix.
Oh, we all missed it. Yeah.
Okay, 2 left.
Not
Multiple
working,
choice.
Netflix.
Multiple choice.
Brian, you're out.
Belong anywhere is the slogan of Hotels.com, Airbnb, or Priceline.
Greg, this one's you.
Again? All right.
Well, me, you, and Pepe all have 9. So.
Yeah. So wait, it was Airbnb,
Hotels.com, or Priceline?
I'm going to go Airbnb.
I also am going to go Airbnb. Pepe.
Priceline.
Mace.
Priceline.
It is Airbnb.
Okay. So Berg, Mace, you're out.
Okay.
Greg, you and I have the lead, and Pepe's 1 back. So I go first, you go second, Pepe goes third.
Buzz in.
Okay, with the game on the line.
Okay, everybody.
The
Greg, you get it. Buzz in, right?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
The slogan, tastes so good, cats ask for it by name. Which company is it?
Greg. Meow Mix.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, baby!
I wouldn't have got that.
I wouldn't have gotten it either.
I hate cats.
Bergman with the win. Yeah, I'm not a big
Meow
cat
Mix
guy.
one.
Yeah.
Come on.
I got a tiebreaker.
Okay,
That
we'll
was
do
awesome.
it for
I'll do the
fun.
tiebreaker for
I
fun.
want a Michael game.
You have
again.
5 seconds to write it down. I don't want you guys to think it too long.
5 seconds.
The
right.
longest company slogan is Northern Trust Corporation. How many words are in their slogan?
Got it.
Okay, I got it.
I know this.
What'd you
one.
write down?
13.
I wrote down 17. Greg?
I wrote 11.
Pepe?
15.
Brian?
20.
What is it?
It is 12. 12.
So
11 and 13.
11. Well, Greg got it because Mace went over.
Yeah,
so
the slogan
Greg
is,
was
you
your
know
day.
your destination, you need a wise, caring advisor alongside you. That is the longest slogan out there.
And not catchy.
Not catchy at all.
No, I just heard it, and I've
I can't
already
believe
forgotten it.
with the match on the line, you used a stupid
Yeah,
cat slogan.
Yeah, that's
Meow Mix.
I got it.
You don't even have a cat.
I know, but everybody
It
knows
should
it.
have been.
I didn't know it.
Cats for the win.
It should have been a multiple choice.
Where are the dancing cats?
Exactly.
Okay, how about this one, Pep? You want a multiple? Which company slogan is expect more, pay less? Target, Walmart, or pay less?
Pay less. Gotta be.
No, it's got to be Walmart, right?
It is Target.
Oh, it is Target.
Oh, you didn't give me a chance
Which
to
one
answer.
would you have said?
Target.
Okay,
right,
we'll
here
give
you
you
go.
credit.
I don't
for
believe
that. Yeah, I think you probably would have. All right, let's hit some super crosstalk.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk. Presented by Coors Light. Coors Light. Made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Gappy, you heard of Meow Mix, haven't you?
Of course I've heard of Meow Mix.
How can these guys not know that? Cats ask for it by name.
Yeah, we don't have cats, so we have no idea. Hey, Shadano, how was dinner with Jim Lampley last night?
I did not have dinner with Jim Lampley.
Did he cry? I was going to ask you if he cried.
He did not cry.
Okay, didn't cry.
Because I didn't see him. Well, he might have cried, but I just didn't see him. But I
Yeah.
have a funny story for you guys.
Okay.
And if Brian is back there, I'm hearing myself back, so if you want to work on that.
Okay.
But in the meantime, so I'm here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
Yep.
James Worthy country, as John said yesterday.
Yeah.
And I get to the front desk, and I say, man, I'm starving. Is there a good restaurant I can just go grab something to eat? And he's like, yeah, there's one that's not on our list, but it's fantastic. And I'm like, great, what's the name? He goes, Lemon Tanya. And I'm like, oh,
Lemon Tanya.
okay. So I start Googling it on my phone, and it just doesn't come up. And
Strip
I'm like,
joint.
what kind of food is it? And he goes to me, oh, it's like Japanese Mexican fusion. It's delicious.
Japanese
So I'm like, all right.
Mexican.
Yeah. So I'm looking it up, and I'm like, I can't find it. I go, can you spell it? He goes, yeah. LA space Montana. And I'm like, oh, La Montaña.
La Montaña.
Like a mountain in Spanish.
What?
And he's like, oh, yeah.
What did he call it originally?
Lemon
Tanya.
I thought you were going a completely different way. I thought it was like Lou Williams, Lemon Pepper Lou, going to the strip club.
Yeah,
for
sounds
the
like a
wings.
strip. Lemon Tanya.
Lemon Tanya's awesome.
That is great.
Mace, I'm a little disappointed to see you wearing that very bright orange golf shirt today.
Why is that?
Because I was hoping you might rock that tomorrow.
No, I've got many of these.
I understand, but I was going to tell you that I was going to rock the same very bright orange golf shirt
Well,
tomorrow.
I can probably turn this around. I'll throw this in the washer.
I got a matching pair of incredibly ridiculous bright orange sneakers to go with it.
Well, tomorrow it's going to be baking hot.
Oh, look at those.
Baking hot.
Yeah, it is going to be like broadcasting from the surface of the sun tomorrow. I am told that each of us have a personal mister.
Personal mister? What is that? Is that some sort of
You know, like how the mist comes, the cold mist in your face to keep you cool?
Got it.
Not
I
a
didn't
personal
know.
mist.
Yeah. I thought I got my own guy.
A manservant.
Right, exactly. Thank you, Michael. That's what I thought.
So
I had my own mister.
Cappy, yesterday I go to the gym, 31 push-ups.
31?
Yeah.
I think the live
Cappy.
audience will drive you over the top.
But Cappy, are you going to make him do full push-ups or halfway?
No, he's got to do full push-ups.
Wait a minute. That was a full push-up.
No, you're fine. He doesn't know what he's talking
Yeah,
about.
he
Those
doesn't know
are
what he's
real
talking
push-ups.
about.
Ignore Michael.
Wait, so you did
Oh
31
my
push-ups
God,
at the gym.
Michael, pay attention.
And you said you're going to do 40.
Correct.
And you don't think you're going to get there.
Well, I'm just saying, I know from yesterday that I didn't make it to 40, and I intended to. But what I'm hoping is the adrenaline that comes from doing it in front of people is going to drive me past 40, or
That's
at
not
least
going to
do
happen.
40.
That
No,
will
you don't
not
think
happen.
so?
No, here's why. First of all, I don't believe you.
Because
I think you're sandbagging us.
I agree.
I'm not.
You are. I just saw that head tilt and the eye roll. I saw that. Yeah.
Does Mace have a tell? Is that what you're saying? Mace has a tell?
That's exactly what I'm
I
saying.
just got an Oreo cookie and just like Teddy KGB gave it away. No, I did 31 yesterday. I'm happy with that. And I do think the adrenaline carries me to 40 tomorrow.
Well, I mean,
I'm hoping.
Johnny I, to go from 5, which was I think 2 years ago, or was it 3 years ago?
I think it was 1 year ago, last year, wasn't it?
Nah, it had to have been a little longer. But
okay.
Either way, to go from 5 to 31 is super impressive.
Yeah.
Did you try to get to 40 yesterday? Or you conked out at 31.
I died at 31.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, 9 more is a lot.
9 more is a lot. Although my trainer, Steve Zim, trainer to the Stars and Me, says after 25, it's all mental.
Yeah, I don't believe him.
I don't either. I think he's wrong on this one.
Yeah.
Wrong on this one.
I really think that you can do it.
Do you?
Yeah.
I say no. We put $1 on it, Pepe?
No.
I'll bet you $1.
I'll
bet on Mace.
$1, Mace. You fail.
I got
He's
you
gonna do
doing.
it.
I got you
I
doing.
trust
I get
him.
40 or more. Michael gets 39 or less.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now, Shadano, you're going to miss out on the live broadcast from the golf tournament and all the shenanigans at the 19th hole. I mean, it's got to be a little disappointing, right? It's one of the disappointing. One of the fun nights of the year is your 19th hole party every year.
It is. I would say so. But I was not there last year either. I was there in previous years. But I was there when you did try the push-ups, and it was 2 years ago.
Oh, it was 2 years ago, yeah. Well, I'm a new man since then.
How do you guys think Morales is going to hold up tomorrow? I mean, given the heat given just the hot air that he's generally bloviating. You know?
You better wear light colored clothing. Don't put on dark clothing.
Don't wear dark clothing.
I might show up in a bathing suit. It's going to be
Speedo.
That would be hot.
Oh, I was planning on wearing that tomorrow.
You have this exact shirt?
Yes,
well, let's all. I'm going to throw this in the washer. Let's all wear exactly the same shirt tomorrow. Wear the
so
orange
we're
shirt.
to look like the Three Stooges?
Exactly. That's right.
The Three Amigos.
There you go. The Three Amigos.
Anybody have one of those little like blow up pool thingies?
That would be a good call.
That's a good idea.
That is a really good idea. We should do that.
Pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we should do it.
Just have
broadcast from the blow up pool.
Bring a cooler with some ice packs in it. Keep it cold right next to you.
Yeah. It is going to be hot tomorrow, but it's always fun. We always have a good time. This was the moment where a couple of years ago the wind blew and it was very dangerous out there, and this big thing blew
Mason
over.
went running away from
I'm
this
like,
big. There are all these
it was
girls and kids
wildly,
there. Mace just takes off like George Costanza when they yelled fire.
It was like
Do you remember that, Bergman? When Mason ran at as soon as that, like the girls were there and the interns were there.
Right.
Mason pulled the George Costanza and just trampled the kids.
I've never seen anybody run so fast
because
from wind.
I was trying to get
wind.
to the upper stage to do the show because I didn't know if we were still on the air. I was
That
being
is
a
the
hero.
biggest crock of
I was
bull
being
I've ever
a
heard.
hero.
You
were so afraid.
You were considering one person. You.
That was a serious.
Ireland and I
gust of wind.
sat right there, didn't move,
Didn't
and
move,
Mace
and you
just
were
runs
you
off.
were in the parking lot in 10 seconds. I've never seen you move that
What was
fast.
flying? Like,
Oh, this gigantic thing!
It never even got
blew
to us.
Over, and it was windy, and everything was
Greg and I
blown
looked at each other,
around.
where's he going?
So you were like the guy in the lifeboats in the Titanic. Get out of my way,
Yeah,
women
he
and
was.
children.
She's like, grab some kid he didn't know. She's all I've got.
Yeah.
Kathy and I
Anybody know
almost
what
got
the,
decapitated in Hermosa Beach for that Rams draft party with the,
That's
with
right.
the umbrella that flew our way.
When that stuff blows over, you gotta clear out, man. You gotta clear out.
Anybody know what the what's on the menu tomorrow out at the golf tournament? Because, and here's why I ask. Because we've had in the past like one of those like super hot chicken places, which was delish.
yeah.
But if I have like a super spicy hot chicken tomorrow when it's 165 degrees outside,
You're gonna
that's not going to
melt.
go so well.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we know what food, Bergman? Do you know what food?
They always have good food at that
Yeah, it's
thing.
a lot of the stuff we had last year.
We've always got great stuff there. I don't know the exact menu there, Cappy.
Because something cold and refreshing and crispy would be lovely.
Yeah, but drink water. You don't want to drink beer in that heat.
No, I'm thinking more like, like a Jersey Mike sandwich would be nice. It's cold, it's crisp, lettuce.
Just randomly naming restaurants.
Yeah, I'm just like
much.
Michael, what's their slogan?
Jersey Mike's?
Yeah.
I don't know. Subway's is eat fresh, but I don't know Jersey
no,
Mike's.
a sub above.
Breaking news, Greg.
Uh-oh.
Breaking news. Taylor Swift has just arrived at Arrowhead Stadium, Mace. Get ready for 29 cutaways in the first
See,
half.
I'm okay with that. I just don't think
She
29
looks good,
29-second promo 5 times is a little
Wait,
overkill.
And which plays was she called tonight?
Didn't you guys bet yesterday that it was done on September 28th? Or something
Yeah,
like
September the 28th. There's a press release that came out, and they've denied it, but it says that the official breakup date is the 28th of September. They're going to wait 3 days and then release a statement.
He's actually going to break up with that?
No, he won't.
Not the way she walked in that stadium today.
Well, I mean,
Looks too
you don't have to sell me on Taylor Swift. I mean, I'm a huge.
So
Taylor
what do you
Swift
Michael,
fan.
she's a one-woman economy.
That's right. So when do you guys think they'll get married then? Next spring?
I think we wait and see what happens on the 28th, right?
Nothing is going to happen.
Yeah. I think they'll be...
Another
Well,
5K
now that it's
for
out,
me.
Yeah, now that it's out, they're not going to do it on the 28th.
Oh, you're
Why
right.
would
They'll
they?
change dates.
course.
They're
They're
gonna
not
change the
changing
date.
dates. They're not breaking up.
Some people announce wedding dates. They
Why are
announce
you-
breakup dates.
Why are you against love?
I like an October breakup. October
He's
is
against
the perfect month
He
to
is.
break
He's
up.
against
Changing,
love.
seasons are changing.
By the way, don't you think October's the best
Yeah.
month to break up?
yeah.
Yeah, Halloween
Summer's over.
parties.
No,
right? Yeah.
no, December because you get out of the Christmas present.
No,
Yeah,
but
that's
you
a good
can't
idea.
do it that
You
obvious.
can't do it.
Oh, sure you can.
Yeah.
Oh, you would do that on
Right around
Christmas?
December 15th is perfect.
Oh, no. So you get it out of the way in October before
you don't have
Halloween.
to worry about Christmas. You don't have to worry about New Year's. You don't have to worry about
No, but
Valentine's Day.
October,
You're right, John.
October is good because that's the month with more sports.
Once you get to Thanksgiving, you're pot committed. I mean,
Yeah.
you're there for the holidays.
Yeah, you are. You're
And
right.
you
Hey,
got a little window there in January before Valentine's Day. But if you wait until like late January, you got to wait again.
Yeah.
Mace, you know that I've become the breakup guy on Cameo.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
Like
that's
people can
hilarious.
hire you to break. All right, so Cap, if I hire you to break up with, I want to break up with Lisa. I hire you on Cameo. You send her a message. Is that how this works?
I'm not 100% sure about that, but here's what I do know. I raised my prices because this is a niche. Like people who are too gutless to break up,
Yes.
they hire me. I went from $25 per Cameo to $50 per Cameo, and I will break up with your
All right,
significant other.
Okay, I want to know how you would do it. Like, what is a typical way? Like, how would you break the news in this case to Lisa Ireland?
Well, John, what happens is you as the consumer,
right? I pay you $50,
right? But you also give me the notes of
message.
what you want me to say.
Oh,
okay.
So you got to say,
right. So you tell me what you want me to tell Lisa, and I'll tell her.
Honey.
Oh boy.
I was going to wait until December 15th, but Pepe says October's the best month for sports, so I'm out.
You put Pepe in it.
Yeah.
Oh, you threw Pepe under the bus in there.
October's the best month for sports.
Use another name.
Cappy,
you just said it.
Yeah, but use another name. I mean,
Pepe
why
Montilla says October is the best month for sports. I can't be tied down.
Why don't you say Michael Thompson?
She wouldn't believe it.
Because he didn't say it.
That's right.
You did.
And she knows I'm a romantic.
Oh, yeah, you're
Michael
romantic,
does,
all right.
Michael does try and get everybody married up. When poor Amanda was
He does
here,
do that,
like
yeah.
literally a delivery guy from UPS would walk
Right.
in. Hey, you want to date?
Finally,
Lindsay.
she said, enough of you. I'm going to Denver.
Poor Lindsay. Lindsay, like this weekend, Lindsay's going to be home alone, smoking a cigarette, watching the games.
I don't know that she smokes
When did
cigarettes.
Lindsay start smoking?
Why do you think she smokes
When you
cigarettes?
need to smoke.
See, your stupidity goes beyond the universe.
People who are single apparently all smoke cigarettes.
And
Is
you
that
know,
right?
And with the ash on us, like hanging on there.
Oh, the ash, the long bit of ash.
That's going to be Lindsay. Oh, she's not listening, is she?
I don't know. Is she listening?
She'll kill me.
She's on 3. Yes.
Oh, she's on 3.
She's lost her voice, though.
Oh, she's lost her voice.
And he doesn't even watch movies. Huh?
No.
Yeah.
He watches Hallmark movies,
Yes,
Pepe.
Pepe.
I said I'm definitely listening, and I definitely don't smoke.
I was going to say, Lindsay, I've never seen you smoke anything.
Smoking's gross.
Yeah, smoking is gross,
That's right.
Michael.
Yeah,
Nobody does that anymore.
Lindsay, who are you watching the game with this weekend?
Which
Other
one?
than Chewy.
All of them.
Which one?
It's football weekend.
Well, you have Browns Cowboys. That's a
Yeah.
big game for you.
Yeah, who you going to be watching with? Who's the guy?
Oh, jeez.
I mean, again, we're not doing
The
this right now,
guy
Michael.
is Chewy.
Chewy.
The
Chewy
guy's
is her
name
man.
Is Chewy. He was in here last week
Very friendly guy.
Yeah, you missed Chewy. He was in studio, Michael.
for National Dog Day.
He's a good dog. He is a very good boy.
I hope he's more energetic than Rocco is.
Well, Rocco's near the end. Rocco's living on bonus time, as Mace calls
Oh,
it.
yeah, bonus time.
Yeah.
Sophie's 18. She's just limping along. God bless her.
So is Rocco moving to Dallas?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Yeah, Julie doesn't want him to because she thinks, as you say, Rocco's so old now. He needs more
Do
care.
Rocco and Roman get along?
Yeah, they're starting to. Roman's bigger now, so he's not grumbling and growling at Roman anymore.
He used to?
Yeah, because Roman was so little, he'd be like, get away from me, kid.
Now, let's say I'm driving around this afternoon and I'm listening to Shadano and Cap, and it's like maybe 5:30, and I'm like, I wonder what's going on in the game. Will you guys tell us what's going on in the game?
Absolutely.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
By the way, our phones worked fine yesterday for Cooper Kupp. I don't know what happened with you guys in McVeigh.
Yeah.
No, Morales, like he always does, stepped in and took care of your show and threw us the bad phone.
Yeah, we got no phone, and then at the end of our show, he said, okay, I got it fixed for Coop. And
You guys hear Cooper Kupp yesterday?
I did not hear him. Was
he
he
was
good?
very funny. He was
I
very
did.
funny.
He was funny. He was great. I really, really like it.
He
I
said
think he's going to have a big year.
He played with the bit because Cappy asked him, does he still have the picture that Cappy gave him of his outfit at the Mandy's? And he said, yeah, it went from my locker at LMU to my locker somewhere else. And then now it's in my locker, at the facility in Woodland Hills. Like, he played along with it. He was
hot
very
do you
good.
think it is in Woodland Hills?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
140.
Yeah, wow.
Cappy, who do you like to... Oh, sorry.